Betty, what's going on? Sorry, I forgot where the button was for a second. I was just kind of... It was just probably nobody noticed, but I was just kind of like, wait.
Okay.
What do I got to click on?
Is everything right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Like I said,
I got my little psychos over there.
Little psychos.
We're good. That's in the middle. Everything's lined up. Camera.
Yeah, I didn't touch anything.
Okay.
All right, like I said, unless one of the cats are jumping up here and like putting their butt on this and moving it, like I don't move it. You know?
Yeah.
Which they might do.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure.
If you hear any pounding, I got a guy downstairs fucking working on the kitchen.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, so if you hear any weird noises, it's not ghosts or nothing
construction.
Like because he can only come on the weekends, like we said. So
he's got a better deal.
He's been coming like Friday nights too, like for a couple of hours.
Yeah, it's just him, so it saved me several $1,000s.
Yeah, but it's taken a long time.
It's gonna take a long time. Yeah, so he's doing this fucking in between his fucking jobs.
He's doing a nice job though.
Yeah, doing a good job.
I really like
the professional.
I really like the cat.
Just he's got no help. He's doing it on his own, and he's doing it fucking after his normal fucking work hours and shit. And he does it for a living, but this is like a little side gig that he's got.
Yeah.
So it's all going into his pocket. He's not sharing it with anybody. So he didn't have to sub out a bunch of labor, but it's going to take longer. I won't have any fucking kitchen water. We got water in the house. We won't have kitchen. Won't have water in the kitchen. Yeah,
there's not any water in the kitchen or for
2 weeks.
Or we won't have the dishwasher for 2 weeks.
No dishwasher and no running water in that kitchen for 2 weeks. So got to do our own dishes.
It's not a
and
huge
the pots,
deal.
I'll do it in the washroom because I got a laundry room that has a sink in there just on the other side. So, and then drinking water. We have it to the refrigerator, and the refrigerator makes water and filtered water and ice, so to get out of there. But I'll fill that water filter up. That big one.
Oh yeah.
And I'll fill that water filter up with water from the laundry room.
So it'll be kind of a pain, but not.
Yeah, but it's not going to be that bad.
It won't be that big of a pain.
It won't be that bad.
Because remember a couple weeks back, I think we told you guys that somehow didn't somebody like fuck up the water, like a water main broke or something like that, and our water was out for like a day and a half or some shit like that.
Yeah, that didn't happen here though. That happened.
That sucked.
That happened somewhere else.
No, it was here. It was it was a couple months ago.
I mean, it wasn't on this property. That happened.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a water main.
It was the whole neighborhood was out.
The whole neighborhood was out. So having water nowhere in the house is really not fun.
Yeah.
We did have outside water, like you could go out with the hose and like put water in a bucket.
Didn't have any potable water though.
But you didn't have any drinkable water.
We have 2 different water sources. We got water source for the sprinklers and all the outside stuff, and then one that's potable water you can drink. And that goes in the inside, which that doesn't exist in a lot of countries. I know that fucking certain places you don't want to drink the water that comes out of the tap. You can drink it here.
Yeah.
And in most places in the United States you can. Not everywhere, but in most places you can.
Yeah, it depends on
we filter it anyway.
Just to be on the safe side. Yeah. I mean, I have a Brita.
Yeah.
And we have like some other, and even the cat fountains and stuff like that are filtered.
We filter even
because we're precious. Like
I'm paranoid of fucking. My dad worked in water pollution control plants. He worked for good water and bad water, depending on where he was working. And they put fucking fluoride and shit and cyanide in water during the fucking water. A lot of people don't know that, but in some of these water purification plants, that they had fucking M16s in there that they could get to secure fucking like a 500-gallon vat of damn near pure. There's a big metal bottle, giant tank. I saw it. There's a giant metal tank of pure fucking cyanide, and it's used in water purification. Now the cyanide isn't in the water. It's somehow scrubbed out of the water afterwards. It's used in some kind of a water filtration system that they use.
I've heard of that.
But that fucking
it's all right.
There was enough cyanide in that fucking bottle to wipe out a whole fucking town if it came out the gas and shit. So they actually fucking had AR-15s in there. Fucking kind of like Department of Energy has guns inside nuclear power plants. I guess people don't know that, but nuclear power plants are fucking armed, heavily armed, because terrorists can break in there to steal it.
Obviously, yeah.
And that's but I don't know how they'd get that big old fucking tank of fucking cyanide out of there. It would be a long operation.
The only thing about our water out here, it's pretty hard water, so if you leave water in a receptacle, that receptacle is eventually going to turn orange.
Yeah.
Like after, and so it's kind of a pain, like having to just clean up like orange.
Yeah.
Crap.
Yeah, especially in your showers.
In the shower and stuff, you got to bleach it all the time.
Bleach everything.
It turns everything orange.
Yeah, it's minerals.
Yeah, it's like it's not going to kill you or nothing like that. It's just.
All right, people are starting to filter in. We can stop talking about water, of all things, water. But we haven't talked about water because I'm designing the kitchen. And the new kitchen cabinets are fucking awesome. They're big cabinets, and each cabinet, instead of having a shelf in there, the shelf is a drawer. A flat drawer that comes out. So you can stack dishes, pots, pans.
They're really nice.
Anything you need. So
and I love the color.
Yeah, and you
it's
don't
like
have to
blue. It's very
open up a cupboard and go digging in the back to go find fucking lids and shit. You know what I mean? How to get the Tupperware lids. No, man, you just open the fucking cupboard and pull the whole fucking drawer out. Yeah, I got the deluxe shit. And it goes from the floor all the way to the ceiling. I got like 5 of them. Big ones. Yeah.
It's nice. We got like the big fridge like that too.
Yeah,
like
big fridge opens up. And it's a reach-in fridge.
Yeah.
Like a professional reach-in. And then the freezer's on the bottom and it pulls out. It's a big drawer and it's got fucking shelves in there. Yeah, it's a good fridge. And it's fucking got fancy. A badass electric oven that is also an air fryer, convection, fucking electric, the fucking range on it and everything.
We should put the other air fryer thing up here then.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
Yeah, I can bring it up here. I got it.
Because we don't need it downstairs.
Don't need it downstairs.
So it's like we should just bring it up here.
Yep.
In case I'm too lazy to go downstairs.
Yep. And then
and reheat my McDonald's fries that I can't eat all.
I can put it up here.
Because
I got a little air fryer.
That's mainly what I mean, Tom uses it. He makes like nugs in it and stuff. But it's like when we go to the club on Friday night or Saturday night, we'll usually stop at McDonald's. And I can't really eat that much in one sitting, so I can't eat a whole McDonald's meal at a time. So it's like, usually I'll eat like half the sandwich and like, you know, a handful of the French fries and be like, oh, I'll just eat the rest of it tomorrow. Yeah. And if you put the French fries in the air fryer, they actually turn out pretty good. Only the day after, though. If you wait 2 days,
it's no good.
Then they just dries them out and they are sucky.
Right.
So
put that bitch on air
ask
fryer.
Me how I know.
Put them in a bin. It's like a fucking. Well, the bin that they have is kind of like it's like a net. It's like a metal mesh. You put them on that, and it's in a drawer. And you put that bitch on air fry. Only 5 minutes, and bring them out. They'll be sizzling just like you pulled them out of a deep fryer.
And
because the oil's still in them.
And I tell you what, I know this probably all be super grossed out, but I will happily eat a leftover half of a quarter pounder or even a double fish fillet cold.
Yeah, they're actually pretty good.
It's actually not bad.
We got super chat.
Thank you very much. That's Stu, actually.
Yeah.
What's up? Are y'all doing anything on Halloween? Yes, we are.
Yeah, of course.
We're gonna do
got Halloween costumes.
This show, obviously, because we got to do Sidetracks. It's a Friday night, but then we are going to Abyss. They're having a Halloween party at Good Times. I got all the components of my costume.
So is it the same night?
Yes.
Okay, so we have a show and we're going to the club.
And Abyss, yeah. It's a Friday night.
Okay.
Well, Halloween fell on a Friday this year.
I got my new Bane costume together. It's going to look good. It's going to have the glowing fucking Venom IV for fucking Bane steroids and shit. I got a professionally made luchador mask out of leather and everything made from fucking a real lucha company in Mexico. It looks good. Yeah. And it's going to be one of the animated version of Bane with the fucking mercenary black and gray mercenary fucking armor, pants, and just a fucking sleeveless black tight shirt and that fucking wrestler's mask and all the fucking glowing green hoses. And she's going as a gender swapped Alex
DeLarge
from fucking
Clockwork Orange.
Clockwork Orange. It's gonna be a sexy outfit.
I got everything. I'm going to do a dry run this weekend and see how it looks. I still have to make the cufflink things. Mm-hmm. I got some doll eyes off of Amazon, and I wasn't really sure. I'm like, because if you don't know, like, because we rewatched the movie the other night too, like just so I could see what I could do with it. He has these. They're not really cufflinks. It's almost like a patch.
It's like a patch.
That's like on his cuff.
Yeah, the 3D eyeball.
And it has like an eyeball, like half an eyeball, and then it's like blood all around it. Like the other droogs have them too. Like I think Dim has like just blood on his suspenders and shit like that. So it's kind of like a little theme, and it's something that a lot of people don't notice from that movie. I don't think I really noticed it until fairly
With
recently.
the eyeball?
Or even the other ones have
I was
it
paying
too.
attention to that movie and those white outfits. Actually, a lot of people are wearing those in the movie.
It's not just them.
It's not just them. A lot of people wear that. It's just that I think it's almost like a generic issue work clothes because I think it's kind of a communist society that they're in, and because there's Russian in there, so that means I thought England got swallowed up by the Soviet Union. That's how I interpret.
Well,
it.
I mean that was kind of maybe the implication because a lot of the NADSAT, the English, the language that
Alex were using.
that Anthony Burgess made up for the book, was kind of a combination of made up words, English slang or modified English slang, and Russian. So he has. It's like an eyeball with like blood around it, and then I'm sitting there going, how am I gonna do this? Like I said, the doll eyes are easy. It was like $8 for like a realistic pair of them, and they're half eyes, so I didn't have to cut them in half because I was gonna get rubber ball eyes, but then I found these ones. I'm like, oh yeah, these are way better. And then I saw this woman on Reddit, and she was making them, and she said, oh, what I did was I just had like this patch of like muslin. And she put the eyeball in the middle with hot glue, and then she just dribbled hot glue all around it like it was blood. And then after it dried, she painted it with red nail polish.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, that's a good idea. And that's like a really cheap way of doing that, because I had to get hot glue anyways.
It's not random dribble, though. It's like drips.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. It's just kind of, she made it look like...
Got another super chat from somebody. Who's
Thank you very much, Stu. Are y'all a fan of Blumhouse movies? Depends. Like, most of them are good.
Yeah.
Most of them are.
Hey, man, the fucking best Blumhouse movie I've seen was fucking Upgrade. We watched that again.
That was Blumhouse, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Blumhouse. Yeah,
we just rewatched
it
that
for the second time. I was like, man,
like
this
last
movie's
week or
much
something.
better than I remembered it.
That movie kicks ass. It's a really good
really
movie.
good.
That's
like
good one.
one of my favorites now.
I think one of you guys recommended it, actually.
Yeah, I think somebody sent it to us.
Yeah, actually, I think one of y'all sent it to us.
Yeah.
And we reviewed it.
Why did you go back up?
Because I saw some stuff out there that I wanted to...
Just remember to go back down. Because...
address. No, I know. It's like, well, I get really behind, you know.
Yeah.
American Military a long time ago said, I saw the scariest segment I've ever on Unsolved Mysteries, Tallman's Ghost from 1988. A family gets chased from their home by evil spirits thanks to haunted bunk bed, nightmare fuel in the best way. I think I kind of remember that. That sounds like kind of familiar. Let's see. Somebody's asking, how would we rate Paul Thomas Anderson as a filmmaker? I could kind of take it or leave it. Like, I liked some of his stuff, but some of his I don't even remember. Like, now.
I don't remember
because I've been drinking.
You know the name though.
Yeah. I know who that is. CB says, Jen, your eating habits are just disgusting as mine. Not always. It's just
my food.
Yeah, I mean, I eat what Tom cooks most of the time. And most of the time when we're sober, if we go out to eat, we go and eat like good food.
Yeah.
Like Thai food or something like that. But when we're drunk, McDonald's is right there. And it's open all night. And sometimes you just want kind of trash food.
Man, after hitting
we
McDonald's...
used to stop at Waffle House. Because there used to be, when he lived in Altamont, there was a Waffle House right by
it depends
house.
on what's on the way back home.
Yeah. That's kind of what we... And it becomes like part of the ritual.
And we got a good McDonald's on the way back to my house. It's in a rich neighborhood. And fucking all the girls that work there and everything are all fucking lovey and fucking they know all the drunks are shut up like, hey, all the black girls in there fucking, you guys having fun, yeah, everybody's drunk, but it's in a good neighborhood and shit, so they like working there, man. They having fun.
And it's probably pretty quiet in
real
the middle
quiet,
of the night, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot. There's a hotel right, like a nice
it's a
big
high-end
hotel
over there, and that was where we used to live over there near fucking Buckingham Estates and shit. And that's near fucking Markham Woods Road. That's fucking where all the rich people, all the ball players live, and fucking the dude that owns Home Depot lives there. He's got a huge fucking mansion. So it's kind of like a Beverly Hills.
Gramther says, in high school, my 9th grade biology class took a field trip to the wastewater treatment plant. Oh boy, that was a fun day, I'm sure. The skimmer was full of condoms. It dawned on me at that moment that people doink a lot. They do. And actually, they doink even more than that because, like, a lot of times they wouldn't use condoms. So you're just seeing the ones where they would use condoms. Well, Hello There says, will you be watching the new John Candy doc? It premiered on Amazon today. I saw an ad for it, but I don't know. I could kind of take it or leave it. It's like, I was never a huge John Candy fan. So, you know, it's kind of one of those things that I'm kind of ambivalent about. So I might watch it. I did see, so the other night, Shudder just added this documentary, and it's long. It's like 3 hours or something like that, maybe longer. And it was called We Kill for Love. And it was all about the heyday of the direct-to-video erotic thriller. It was fascinating. Like, I didn't realize... I had seen some of them, and I kind of remembered that era. I remembered seeing a lot of them in the video store and stuff like that, but I had no idea how fucking many of them there were. And there were, like, actors and actresses that were, like, exclusively in those. And, like, they had their own fan bases and all this other kind of stuff. It was, like, really interesting. So it's like, yeah, if you have Shudder, it's like, it's actually really worth watching. If that sounds like interesting to you, I thought it was really interesting. But you know what I mean? Let me see. I got way behind again. Zach says, have you ever thought of doing a show on literary frauds? Just read about the dude who wrote Woman in the Window being a pathological liar and ripping off a bunch of media for that book. That might be an interesting... Who was that dude that wrote... Oh, man, he was, like, on Oprah and stuff like that. What was that book called? A Million Little Pieces or something like that. And then it was supposed to be... I think one of the main frauds that a lot of these people perpetrate is writing books that were, like, supposedly a true story. And it sounds, like, crazy and all this other kind of stuff, but then they find out later it's a bunch of bullshit. I think that was what that... I can't remember what his name is now.
Yeah.
That was, like, a long time ago, but...
I've heard it brought up that there are some really well-respected fucking books in American culture and shit that are sus, but they don't want to bring it up. You know what I mean? That, you know, there might be nothing to it just for like political reasons. Like, you know, just like one example, there was some people arguing that the Diary of Anne Frank was a fraud. And I don't know if they'll actually fucking would dig into that. You know what I mean? Even if they found something, they probably wouldn't go, oh yeah, by the way, this is made up. I don't know if it is or not. I'm just saying that
I don't know.
There was somebody that was saying
might have just been one person that was just trying to be all.
Yeah, I don't know. But I remember that shit came up in the 70s. There was somebody saying that this is sus, that this couldn't have been, and that this didn't write, this historically doesn't match up. And that the guy who had this manuscript is kind of sus. But, you know, who knows?
One that came to mind immediately, other than the one of that dude that was on Oprah, was one from when I was a kid, which was Go Ask Alice by Anonymous, which was supposedly... Was it a diary? I read it like a long time ago, but it was supposedly the diary of like this drug addict or it was about like a drug addict or something like that. And it was just kind of like this cautionary tale about what would happen if you got into drugs because drugs are bad. Okay. And they found out later that was not... That didn't really happen. Like, it wasn't anybody's...
There's a lot of...
Because I feel like at the time, like, everybody was like, oh, did you read that? Because it was a big thing. Like, it went around and everybody read it and everybody thought it was real. But it's not, though.
There's a lot of stuff in history, accepted mainstream history, that is extremely sus. Going all the way back to ancient Roman history. Like the idea that Christians were killed in the Colosseum. There's no contemporary evidence of that. You only have that the church saying that the Roman Catholic Church was said that.
Which, and obviously they had an agenda.
And yeah, and then there was like and a lot and the church had a lot of stories about how valiantly Christians died submitting to these executions, not renouncing their faith in front of the crowd, and the sources were always from the church.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Nobody really knows. It probably didn't happen. Like the idea that Nero blamed the fucking fire on the Christians and crucified them all the way down the Appian Way. There's stuff in contrary that says no, the Christians, that Nero lauded the Christians for helping in humanitarian helping doing humanitarian stuff and to fight the fires of when Rome started to burn. So for any one thing Roman history said, there was also an alternate source that said the opposite. And I think, the authorities just pick whatever one of these tales best suits their needs at the time. Both stories may have been made up. You know what I mean? The church might have said, "Oh no, fucking Nero, fucking, he loved us. We helped fight the fire back in the day." And then that story didn't work too well. So they said, "Oh no, Nero, no, he blamed us." And fucking, that might have yielded more followers in the medieval period or whatever, So you can't really trust the history that you're told either. I think even if I remember correctly, I believe it was Emperor fucking Napoleon Bonaparte said history was just a bunch of fucking lies we agreed to believe in. Some shit like that. And I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. It's kind of an artificial construct.
Stu says, okay, what about the grabber from Black Phone? You know what's weird is that as distinct as that villain is, I've never seen anybody dressed up as that for Halloween, but that would be like a cool Halloween costume.
Which one is that?
The Black Phone. Actually, the sequel to that is coming out. It was written by, it's based on a book by Joe Hill, who was Stephen King's son. And I haven't seen, I saw the first one and I really liked it. I liked it like way better than I was expecting to, honestly. Because I kept seeing I did a review of it too, like on my Flickers of Fear series. I kept seeing trailers for it, because remember it kept getting pushed back for whatever reason, I can't even remember now. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, is this fucking movie ever going to come out? But I was like, I thought the trailer looked really good, but then I kind of forgot about it after it didn't come out, and I was like, what the fuck ever happened to that? And then like it ended up being on Amazon Prime or something, and I watched it and I was like, wow, that was like way better than I was expecting. Okay, so Paul Thomas Anderson, okay, everybody's reminding me.
Got that door shut and Pookie thinks she can't get in.
Yeah, I know.
Just try to hold the fucking panda down.
Yeah. Zach says he did There Will Be Blood, great film. He also did Boogie Nights. That's right, I forgot all about that.
Good movie.
I love fucking Boogie
Good movie,
Nights.
Yeah.
And he did Magnolia. Yeah. That is also a great movie, which I don't think you have seen, where Mary Lynn Ricecub made out with Tom Cruise for 8 hours, but it got edited out.
You got edited out?
Well, yeah. I mean, they can't make the movie 8 hours of them making out and then also the movie.
And for those of you who are new to the show, she brought that up because Mary Lynn Ricecub's my ex-girlfriend.
And see, and she made out with Tom Cruise.
She's in the Thomosphere.
I saw Magnolia.
I'm gonna ask her about that.
I wouldn't actually mind rewatching that because it's like I remember it being really good.
I'm gonna ask her about that.
But I haven't seen it in like a really long time.
Let's see if
like I said, Tom Cruise plays a great asshole. Yeah. He should do that more often.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask her right now, see if she answers.
Because like I said, I think that's kind of closer to what his actual personality is like. Count Orlock says, I finally got to watch Late Night with the Devil, Long Legs, and Sinners. I need to finish In a Violent Nature and Immaculate. Late Night with the Devil, I think, was my favorite horror film last year. Easily. Although The Substance was a close second. I did a whole video, like, last year. I probably will do another one this year. I don't know if I'll be able to come up with 20, because I haven't had time. But as I'm watching more new movies, I'm like, ooh, I'm coming up with like a bunch of ones that I know are gonna end up on the list. So I might do another one, even if it's just a top 10. I don't want to like kill myself or anything like that, but I'm gonna try and see more new shit because I watch other horror channels, and if they recommend something, like I'll usually try and watch it if I have time. I still have not seen In a Violent Nature. I kind of wanted to watch it. I think it's on Shudder or something. And I was gonna watch it one night, but I just like wasn't really vibing. And I've got like really, really mixed reviews on it. Some people it's like, man, it was like so cool, it was so innovative, it was like really brutal and shit like that, which, that sounds cool. But then some people said, man, it was like super, super boring. You know what I mean? And I don't know how I'm gonna fall on it. But I will eventually get around to it. I haven't seen Immaculate yet either. But I've also heard that was good. Was it kind of the same story or similar story as The First Omen? Because I loved that. And I didn't expect to like The First Omen last year. That actually also ended up in my top 20 last year. That was like way better than it had any business being. You would probably like that. It's a prequel to The Omen. It came out last year.
Yeah.
It was really good. I mean, way better than I was expecting. Way better than it had any right to be.
Okay, you made it with Tom Cruise for how many hours? 8 hours?
That I don't know. That's what Granther said.
For 8 hours? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Granther that brought that up?
Yeah.
What movie was that, Granther?
Magnolia. Well, hello there said, I remember watching the Unsolved Mysteries episode about ghost sightings on the Queen Mary when I was a kid. I was home alone and it scared the crap out of me. I remember that episode. Every now and then, I kind of watch some of the old Unsolved Mysteries. There's something kind of comforting about them. Like about the music and like Robert Stack's voice and shit like that. Holy crap, I got way behind again. Oracle's here. Holy crap. Let me see. Oh, she says, Jenny, did you hear about the gal who pretended to be a guy who was supposed to be a male prostitute and a heroin addict? I'm trying to remember the name. Ooh. It's not ringing a bell, but if you come up with it. J.T. Leroy. That's the hoax name I was trying to... Oh. Okay, now that you mention it, that does sound kind of familiar. That might be a good show to do, actually.
All right, Grampus, I asked her. We'll see if she's online. See if she answers. I asked her if it was true and what it was like.
It probably wasn't that fun. I wouldn't imagine.
Well, no, she's pretty professional. She's probably not going to say anything sideways. She's like, "Oh, we're just doing a job," that kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, that would be really funny though. She said,
"It'd be funny if we got some."
Man, he was a real cocksocket.
Yeah, dude's got terrible breath.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah. She's not gonna say that though.
No, but that would be really funny if she did. You know what I mean?
No, she...
Count Rollick said, what about the author James Hetfield, not James Hetfield from Metallica, that's a totally different guy, who wrote an unauthorized 007 novel and book about George W. Bush called Fortunate Son, and it got him in a lot of trouble. I kind of remember that, yeah. Oh my goodness. Cole said they also said that same thing about the Christian girl in Columbine. Yeah, I remember all of that kind of crap. Okay. Oh, I had forgotten all about that. Okay, so Oracle says, Asia Argento directed The Heart is Deceitful Above All Things. I remember that movie, which was based on a J.T. Leroy collection. Okay, now it's clicking in my mind, because I did see that movie. I don't remember a single fucking thing about it, but I do remember watching that. Because I like Asia Argento, you know? Mm-hmm. She's directed her own kind of shit, too. And, you know, she had a weird thing with her dad. He seemed to like to put her in movies where she was naked and getting raped and stuff, which, you know, there's
trying to make some money off
of it. Pimping that daughter out to the fucking camera. But like I said, she didn't seem bothered by it. I guess it wasn't weird to them. And she went on. She'd acted in other films.
It's show business.
She directed and stuff like that.
It's show business. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's trying to make his daughter famous. You know.
Yeah, well, it largely worked. I mean, I would argue she's kind of...
One that was weird.
She's kind of cult famous.
One was weird was fucking Klaus Kinski.
That is
he
pretty
straight
weird.
up fucking was having sex with his daughter. That main one. I don't know if he was doing it with Natasha. I don't think he got to Natasha, but the older one, evidently he had, and was like open about it. That's how weird fucking Klaus Kinski was.
Well, Klaus Kinski was a fucking weirdo.
And he was known as a weird motherfucker, you know. And that was in a time and in a place where guys that were fucking famous actors thought they could do whatever they wanted, you know what I mean? That any weird perversion that they had was just part of their character, like they were Salvador Dali or some shit like that, you know what I mean? But,
I'm an artist. Yeah, I'm an artist. Away with it.
Yeah, that's that.
I can do whatever
deal
I
with
want.
it. Yeah, deal with it. Yeah, I have sex with my daughter, whatever. You know, just fucking crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. About
that. It's artistic.
You don't get a pass.
Yeah,
for doing shit like that. You know what I mean?
She wanted it.
Well, that's what all pedos say.
Yeah. He rationalized it somehow.
They all do.
Yeah.
They all do.
Yeah.
That's kind of their thing. Yeah, they're talking about Black Phone too. Yeah. Granther says Ethan Hawke is a great actor. Yeah, I agree. Actually, he was in Sinister, which is a fantastic horror movie. I really, really like Sinister. I don't think I saw the second one. Because I was like, why didn't you make... You don't need to make a second one. The first one was just... That was just good. On its own. You don't need another one. Let me see. Oh, so Granther says Marilyn wrote about it in her book.
Oh, she did?
Okay.
I didn't read it.
So there you go. Well, maybe I'm going to buy you that for Christmas.
No, I don't want to read it. I can't sit down and read the books anymore.
That's what I mean. I bought him books before,
Yeah.
I bought him a Billy Idol book. That an autobiography, and I bought him Rob Halford's autobiography, which I kind of wanted to read too.
I got through part of them.
We just haven't got around to it yet.
Yeah.
I actually started reading the Rob Halford one.
We just don't have time. I
just haven't had time to finish it.
I'm building a fucking motorcycle. I'm gonna start posting videos.
Yeah, well, and like I said, and I'm working like 12 fucking hours a day. So I don't really have time.
I got everything to fucking
anymore.
I got everything to fucking seal these engine cases up on this fucking RD350. And this is a 70s motorcycle. It's a 2-stroke. You got to add I'm gonna run premix. You got to add oil to the fuel. There's no oil supply. It's in the fuel. All right, and it's fucking running hard. Only 350 cc's. It's as fast as a 600. All right, hot. Fucking crazy rocket, like riding a big chainsaw, and they're not on the roads anymore. They don't make this kind of motor anymore, and I want to experience this shit for myself. My dad had one when I was a little kid. He'd sit me on top of the tank and ride me down the street on it, and I just remember all that fucking the sounds and everything. I remember it, and it was a legendary motorcycle. So kind of I want to experience what my dad had, but mine's gonna be fucking hotter because they got more modern shit I can build it out of. But I have maybe 80% of the motorcycle. It's all out in the living room. I had the rolling chassis for a long time, but I was having problems with fucking spacers and fucking bearings because I had a lot of parts from the fucking 2000s on there too, like a more uprated wheels and suspension, and I just don't want to fuck with that. I'm going to go back to the classics, so I aborted that build, and I'm going back to 70s era's parts, even though it's still mix and match. It's part Yamaha. It's a Yamaha RD350, but the suspension is going to be off of a Yamaha XS650. It's a heavier suspension, a little better, and better brakes. Even though, that was a dual brake system, but I'm going to work that out. It's going to be the same brakes on the RD, but it'll eventually be a dual system. But I'm going to start posting some. I got to replace the fucking seals on the cranks and on the gears. Oil seals and vacuum seals. And then I'll just seal it up, and it'll be... That's the main task. And the rest of it is just assembly. It's going to be good. I got to rebuild some brake calipers, but... We'll video it. Y'all will see. I'll share.
Camp Guy says, The Substance is on HBO Max right now. Yeah, it just started streaming, today or yesterday.
Well, that sounded what?
Yeah, I've been hearing it. You can hear it from...
Yeah.
Just started watching this afternoon, but had lots of family over, so we didn't finish. Yeah, don't watch that in front of your family. I'm just telling you right now. It doesn't seem that bad at the beginning.
He's down there breaking something up. That's all it is.
But holy crap, it goes balls to the wall. Toward the end, The Substance. Oh, Here was the funny thing.
I love that movie.
It was so fucking good.
It's a great movie.
We saw it in the theater.
Yeah.
And
saw it twice.
Yeah, we saw it twice because the first time we went, the power went out.
Yeah.
And so they gave us vouchers, to come back and see it. We had seen probably about 3/4 of it. And then we went back and watched the whole thing.
I don't buy that. I got to get that shit.
You probably should. Yeah. But I think that about 50% of the audience were, not prepared. I was like, what about... Because I'm pretty sure that they were open about saying it was a body horror film. Maybe people just watch the trailers and they don't know. Because from the trailer, I guess you wouldn't know, how kind of gnarly it was. But it does look like some straight-up Cronenberg shit. And like I said, at the end, that one scene... I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but the one scene with the chicken leg, you know what I'm talking about. Half the audience was like, ah! They, flipped the fuck out. Right. And it was, really funny.
What impressed me was, first of all, the tone of the movie was spot on. And it shifted tone towards the end during this big reveal.
Like I said, it just goes balls to the wall.
I was immediately drawn into the movie.
Amazing.
I was watching it. I was immediately drawn into the movie. So this is a wild-ass flick. What the fuck is going on? And then one of the things that really impressed me was how good Demi Moore's acting was in it. Okay?
This is the role of her career.
She's great acting. And here's the thing. She's 60-something. Playing a 50-something.
A 50-year-old, yeah.
And they're trying to make her look old. She looks fucking great.
Yeah, it's not really working. I mean, it's not really working.
They try to shoot her.
But that's kind of the point.
Yeah, they're trying to shoot her in kind of unflattering angles, doing a lot of nude work. And I'm like, man, for a 60-year-old woman, that's a fucking good-looking woman.
But see, that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Is that, yeah, she's older, but she still looks amazing, but she's still not good enough. That was kind of like, kind of reinforcing the theme of the movie.
Yeah, but they also did try to uglify her.
A little bit.
But I was going like, well, hold on. Yeah, that's not a flattering pose, but that chick's 60.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she's kind of like holding her own. You know what I mean? Fucking
younger
like, guys that
holy
go,
crap.
oh, yeah.
Like, most people would fucking kill to look like that when they were fucking 60 years old.
Yeah,
61.
Younger guys in their 20s would be like, oh, yeah, I'm all about this.
All right.
Yeah, it's the gilf mode. Yeah, hell yeah.
For real.
But, no, but then they show her like another version of her, and that's really what the movie's about, who's in her 20s.
Yeah.
And she's smoking, you know.
Yeah.
But it's not quite as impressive because it's easy to be smoking when you're young.
Well, sure.
When you're our age, you look at an old person who's smoking and you go like, God damn, how'd you do that? You know?
Yeah, so there's like another level of it.
Another level, yeah.
Because you're like, you shouldn't look that good.
You shouldn't look that way,
and
but you do. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like you said, it's pretty easy, like when you're young.
It's real easy when you're young to look good.
So you don't even have to do that much.
They don't do that much. No.
I mean, depending. It's, you know, some people are just naturally...
Girls, as long as they
looking.
keep the weight off, or it's good weight, because they got some chubby girls that look fucking great. You know, like I'm in the TNA. I love tits and ass. If the jeans are doing the right way, doing the right thing, and she's got a fucking nice hourglass shape. But here's the thing: is that when women look like that, they're not really doing anything to look like that.
Well, they don't have to try.
They're
like,
young. It's just
once you get into your 30s, then you have to keep
doing
you have
shit.
to work like to maintain that. It won't just stay like
right.
that.
And if you take your average decent genetics girl in her 20s and put her next to the average decent genetic dude in his 20s, the women blows the dude away. You're like, oh, that dude, he's nothing. The dude with dudes, the standards are a lot higher. You got to get in the gym. You got to fucking develop your body. You know, fucking, you're gonna have to have fucking six pack, and fucking arms and shoulders, and you know. So that's the unfairness. Some women will be like, well, nature isn't fair because we get older. A lot of women will say that. Yeah, nature isn't fair from a guy's point of view too, because a guy really has to do a lot more to stand out. You're going to have to build a lot of muscle. A woman just has to have a nice ass and nice tits and fucking a good face, you know what I mean? And young. That's all she has to do. And the guys will be about it. So really a woman doesn't have to do anything. But the thing is, she pays for that.
Well, yeah.
She pays for it because Father Time has got a grip on her. By the time she's in her late 30s or 40s, it's if she's not doing anything, it's going away.
And the thing about it, too, is that what maybe a lot of people don't realize, especially like younger dudes and stuff like that, is that the chicks you're drooling over on social media and stuff like that, they don't look like that when they just fucking wake up. They pay money to do all of that, to get makeup done, to get hair done, to get their eyebrows done, to get all this kind of shit, to get their teeth whitened. It's just, you know what I mean? It's like... They're paying for all that. They don't naturally look like that.
And now in the Instagram era, you can never be quite sure what it is you're looking at. Because she might be a good-looking girl, but she's also been AI enhanced now.
Yeah, you can use AI, you can use filters.
She doesn't quite look that way when you see her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Here's the thing, like, I don't see the point... Like, I get if no one ever sees you in real life and you're just trying to push a brand...
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I use AI for, for making ads and stuff, like, not for people, like, to make up people, but to do shit like, for example, I'm doing some Halloween ads, like, for some car dealerships, and I'm like, hey, make me a comic book ad of, like, the Gill Man, like, working on a Mitsubishi. You know what I mean? It's, like, that kind of shit that I'm using it for. I have never posted a picture of myself that I put a filter on. I don't use filters. Sometimes I'll do like like if the lighting's fucked up or something like that, like I'll kind of fix the contrast a bit, but I don't really do anything with it because if the picture's not good to start with, I'm not going to post it. You motherfuckers know what I look like. Yeah. So it was just kind of like, what would the point of that be?
Every one of these Instagram girls that is trying to make a living off the way she looks is filtered. Every one of them. There's at least some kind of filter there.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you?
Some of them are totally fake.
Because most of the people wouldn't. None of those people are going to meet you in real life. Yeah. So what are the chances that you're going to get found out that you don't really look like that?
You can buy software or apps that can help your stream, and you have girls that are streaming OnlyFans or doing like fucking what was it, StreamMate. Me and Jen used to do StreamMate. Fucking, and the thing is, it alters the image in live time.
Yeah. You got to pay for that. It's not free,
you got to pay for it, but she looks a lot better on that stream than she would without that filter.
But like I said...
But that's not how she actually looks.
But she knows that those people aren't going to see her in real life, so what's the danger?
Right,
you know what I mean? It's like, why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
From her point of view. She's like, hey, if I look better, they're not going to see me in real life.
So that's a big danger of you have people, especially younger people, growing up looking at social media. And that's their whole reality.
Thinking that all of those people look like that.
Those people actually look like their whole reality is just that social media. They're not going to clubs. They're not going to the places where these people actually go. All right? Conventions or whatever. They'll look very different in person. A lot of them. All right? They won't be ugly. I'm just saying they don't quite pop the way that they do.
Yeah.
And that's just because
here's the thing.
Those filters.
I mean, I guarantee you if you met me in real life, I look exactly the same.
She doesn't alter anything.
As I look right fucking now. I mean, obviously I look better with makeup on. Everyone does. But, like I said, I don't think I look that bad with that makeup. It's mostly that I don't have eyebrows.
Yeah.
So it's like, so I'm always kind of, like, I'm always like,
I don't
want people to say, well, like I said, I've said this before, tweezing your eyebrows or drawing them on are both a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But tweezing them is slightly more of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So I usually just shave them off and draw them back on.
Yeah.
Because then you can kind of put them wherever you want them.
And then you can change them.
And then, you can put them up high, down low. You can make them thick or thin or whatever. You can kind of do whatever you want. Or not have them. I don't think I've ever... We had a couple friends that did, like, makeup and, like, the goth thing, and they didn't have any eyebrows, and it looks good. But I don't think I look good with no eyebrows. I have to actually have eyebrows.
A lot of these girls, especially like the goth Instagram models, if that's what they would call themselves, they're streamers, fucking girls with OnlyFans. Not only they did not have eyebrows, a lot of them don't have hair.
Yeah.
They're bald.
I can't really get away with that, but it really looks good on some chicks.
Yeah,
though.
and
I will.
There are girls at the club that don't have any hair.
Yeah.
It's just because they're always wearing a wig.
Yeah.
And you see, if you have hair and wear a wig, it's hot as fuck.
It's hot, yeah.
So they're in clubs a lot, and especially if they're streaming for a living.
And you're always wearing this. Yeah, I can see how it would be easier to just shave.
They just shave the hair off.
I would probably do that too.
Yeah.
Because, I wear wigs a lot. Now not so much since my hair is kind of mostly grown out. But it is, really hot. And you always have to worry about it, sliding off or whatever the fuck. So, But if I was working in a job where I was just wearing wigs all the time, if I was on StreamMate or something like that, I would probably just shave my head.
Yeah, and they're constantly...
Even though I don't look good.
Photo shoots. They're constantly photo shoots. They're doing live fucking streaming, sex, solo acts or whatever. And going to fucking conventions and clubs and shit. And their hair constantly has to match their outfit.
Yeah.
They just fucking cut their hair off. They got all these wigs.
I mean, why not?
Why would you have natural hair? Because one day your hair has to be pink, and the next day your hair has to be black. You want short hair on this for this shoot.
Yeah,
you want long hair for that one. They don't have any hair.
It's easier to just have the hair as an accessory. Yeah. So to just have a blank slate to work with. I get it. Like I said, if I looked good bald, I would have shaved my head a long time ago. You know what I mean? Because hair is the pain in the butt.
Yeah. So is wigs, though.
Wigs are awesome. Well, everything about... Yeah.
Those girls are doing that because they have to have different
Everything
hair.
About looking pretty is a pain in the butt. Everything.
Those girls do that because they have to have different hair all the time.
Yeah.
So they're changing color.
Yeah, you're playing different roles and you're doing this and that and the other. Like I said, if that was my profession, then I would probably do the same thing. And you would just wear wigs all the time. I don't wear wigs if I'm just going to the store or something like that. I don't ever do that. I just
clubs and streams.
But sometimes I wear wigs when we go out. Not so much now. Now I've just been doing my natural hair because it's kind of grown out.
Hair's grown out.
Although, man, I got to do my roots again.
She shows up in natural hair, and people are like, "Wow, your hair looks like you haven't seen your natural hair. It looks good."
Because they haven't seen it in such a long time.
It's been a long time. It hasn't been that long though. I checked the video record. It's only been 10 months. It's just
which is crazy. It seems like a long time.
Nah, 10 months.
Like, it seemed like it took... Because, honestly, all of the hair underneath here it was shaved down to the head.
Yeah.
Because I used to have...
skull.
Yeah. I used to have... It wasn't really a mohawk. It was just kind of like... I only had hair on the crown.
Yeah.
And then it was all shaved underneath.
Yeah, it's starting to come in now.
Because I used to, like, pull it back and, like, put it in ponytails and tease the ponytails out. And then there was, like, you could see this...
And she had real severe bangs. Real goth bangs.
Yeah. Which
but she grew the bangs
out. Now that I grew the bangs out, now I kind of miss them. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But see, we were at Dollar...
I think that's pretty flattering.
Yeah, we were at Dollar General. I'm going for the Morticia thing. Which is... Okay, so this is cool. Then if Stu is still here. We were at Dollar General yesterday. Stu was not there. And the girl that checked us out, I've seen her there before, but I don't know what her name is.
Stu, you got a goth girl working in there now. The little heavy-set goth girl, the white hair, one, the black hair.
With the little white
fucking mask
thing in her hair. And and she says, I'm checking out. It's kind of embarrassing. We were buying like $40 worth of snacks.
Yeah.
Like fucking donuts and Little Debbie's and stuff and shit like that. And a cheap ass like oatmeal ice cookies. She was like, "Oh my god, I love these," and I was like, "Me too, right?" It's like they're like $1 for like a big huge thing of them. And she was like, "Oh my god, thank you! Like I'm so glad somebody else likes those." But I was checking out, and she's like, "I love this." She's like, "Oh, it's giving me Morticia," and I was just kind of like, "She's like my style icon." And I was like, I grew up as a kid watching the Addams Family, and I was like,
new goth girl working at fucking Dollar General.
She works at Dollar General right there. That's pretty cool though.
She saw my boots because I love your boots. She said, "There's a new rocks."
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's just like, oh.
Probably can't afford those. But the thing about it is that if you save up and buy them, they last forever.
Yeah, that's what I said. You only have to buy them once.
They last forever.
I said you only have to buy them once.
Because she's like, "Man, I just bought some boots and they like broke after 4 months." I'm like,
"Yeah." She said?
Yeah. And it's like, that's what the cheap ones do.
Yeah, no. You're going to lay out, for new rocks, you're going to lay out $350. But you'll only have to do it once.
But they last for years.
They last for
years
fucking ever. I got some of them from the 90s.
Now I've spent like 120 on like Demonias.
Yeah.
And those last about a year.
Yeah.
Less if you're like dancing a lot in them, which I usually
one
do.
Pair.
But
yeah.
Because I usually had a couple pairs that I would switch out. But yeah, they don't last as long, obviously. American Military tells me, do not waste your time with In a Violent Nature. It is painfully boring and grossly unoriginal. See, that was kind of the vibe. I kind of feel like when it first came out, everyone was kind of like jizzing their pants about it, and I was just kind of like, well, it's just like a slasher movie, but like from the POV of the slasher, which, okay, that's kind of innovative, I guess. Like, not super, but... And I heard it was like super brutal, and I was like, well, that sounds kind of cool. But then, like, as time went on, I kept hearing more and more people being like, oh, this is like so fucking boring. It's like, I don't even... And so I just never got in the mood to watch it. I probably still will at some point just cause, but yeah, I kind of lost my enthusiasm for it. I'm not a huge... I like slasher movies, but it's not my favorite subgenre.
Bee's Nest is in there talking shit about me and Ron Jeremy with the Ron Jeremy. You guys fucking... Bee's Nest fucking... talking shit. And Bee's Nest, you better send my shit, bitch. Fucking, I say, keep the money. I'll say, how much do you want for that? He'll 40. I says, all right. And then he comes back a couple days later. Well, you got to send me more, though. What about for me? And he wanted a commission. I said, well, you should have included that in the original price. Now you want to send me more? Send my shit. All right, I'll send you some shit. Just, you know. See, he got a good deal on fucking on fucking Viagra. I love fucking Viagra. I'll do all... You guys know me. I do all kinds of fucking high-performance drugs. I'll do fucking steroids, testosterone. I'll do fucking Cialis. I'll do fucking Viagra. I'll do...
Not at the same time.
Yeah, yes, not at the same time. But just, you know, I like anything that fucking, you know, does something for you. You know? I'm not scared of drugs. I used to take even fucking worse drugs when I was younger, but now I take good drugs. What are they saying?
The Gilded Age says, if Jenny looked pretty bald, there would be too much prettiness in one house. There would be too much competition between Tom and Jenny. Yeah,
all these pretty bald.
He would totally try to like usurp my baldness, and he'd get especially mad if I looked better than him bald. But I'm gonna tell you right now that I don't. So you know what I mean. I'm not a bald motherfucker. I wish I was, but I'm not.
For a woman to look good bald, she has to be really skinny. tall.
You have to have a real
sculptured. Got to be real
face.
Yeah,
and I do not
bones
have that.
And all that.
I do not have that.
Fucking, we know one of the best looking bald girls of all times, and she is a model. She worked at fucking Universal Studios. Her name's Crystal.
Yeah.
She worked at Universal Studios, and at Universal Studios she played Storm, and she's a black girl, big, tall, skinny black girl. She's got implants now. She's proud.
Gives me a bit of like Grace Jones kind of vibes too. She's kind of
much taller. Turns out,
yeah, Grace Jones is actually quite.
She's
short.
little. You look at Grace Jones, you think she was.
She seems
tall.
very tall. She's little. But
she was like fucking 5 feet tall.
Crystal's tall though.
Crystal's almost 6 feet.
Yeah.
And she looks like a glamour. I don't, when I say model, I say no, modern model's ugly. She looks like she's pretty, tall. And
yeah, she's like ridiculously beautiful.
I got pictures.
And she's also like ridiculously awesome. She's like a super nice person.
She's married to this guy we know. His name is Spider.
Yeah.
He's a commercial artist, and he can fucking paint.
He does murals and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, he can do a whole mural. Fucking and I'm talking huge fucking murals on walls. They look like photographs when he's done. He projects them. He does that, and they've been married. They've been together forever. But Crystal is fucking skinny, and fucking she's an actress and dancer, and so she knows how to play it. And she would play Storm. Fucking, she has a big white mohawk and stuff, and she'd walk around Universal Studios. She looked like a superhero. And now she's at Disney, and I think at Disney, last I heard she was playing a Jedi.
Yeah, I think she did. What was that one that was on like Ahsoka or what's her name?
Yeah, I think it might be.
I remember at Universal, I think at their Halloween thing, she did like a whole voodoo priestess show too. Like, because I remember seeing the video of that. I gotta pee.
Yeah, okay. See if I can find a picture of Crystal. Yeah, but no, Crystal has star power. Or you can be like, you can be little. If you're little and skinny, like what's her name? Sinead O'Connor. Sinead O'Connor looked really good with real closely cropped hair. But more full-figured, boobalicious type girls, they don't look as good bald. Let's see. Let me see. I'm trying to remember how she spells her name. Oh shit. I keep saying. Let's see. I think I got her. I know I have her on Instagram. I was trying to remember what her name, what her fucking Instagram name was. Oh wait, no. I think her name is Visceral Crystal on fucking.
Quiet in here.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember Crystal's name on Facebook. I think it's Visceral, right?
Yeah, Visceral Crystal.
Visceral Crystal. Yeah.
That's what she used to go by.
I don't know what it is. She changes her name a lot. That's the thing.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, she's
Gilded Age says, I bet Jenny is pretty bald. I don't think I would be. I've never been completely bald. But I've had enough short haircuts to know that it's just not for me. It just doesn't work. Like I said, I don't mind having all of this under here shaved, but then having long hair here. But
that's Crystal.
Being entirely bald. But see, it works for her.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find her in some of her crazy outfits they had her in. Okay, you look good bald when you have a build like that. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, she's real tall, very.
Yeah.
She looks like a ballet dancer. Actually.
Yeah.
Very slender.
This is when she was doing that voodoo priestess.
That's right.
Thing.
There was like a video of it. It was actually really good.
Yeah,
that's the show she did.
That's at Disney when she was working.
I think that was Disney.
Disney, yeah.
Or it might have been Universal. I can't remember now. It was a couple years back. Because I think she sent me the video, or somebody sent me the video.
See if I got a pit any of her with as Storm.
I know there was one picture of us from iBar where I was like pointing at her butt.
Pointing at her ass, yeah. She's funny. She's laid out. She's laid out in her ass like that. Back there. I was on the other side, pointing.
We were both pointing at her butt.
There she is with all the princesses. With all the Disney princesses. I don't think those aren't real Disney princesses, I don't think. Maybe they are. Yeah, I think they are.
Let me see.
That's what she just looks like normally.
Yeah, she's a cool ass person.
There it is. There's her Storm outfit.
Yeah, there you go.
She'd walk around. She was hired to walk around fucking Universal Studios.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, she's been working there a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on. High Desert says, I really liked VHS Halloween, especially the wraparound segment and fun size. Funnily enough, I just watched that last night. I might do a review of it. I recorded a review of Bring Her Back today. I will probably put that up this weekend, either tomorrow or Sunday, because I loved that. I actually did watch VHS Halloween last night. I didn't like it as much as the first VHS and VHS 85. Those two are probably my favorite, but it was actually pretty good. I think fun size was good. I think my favorite one was the last one, which was, I think it was just called Home Haunt or whatever it was called. And one of my favorite things about that one, I don't know, I just really liked the vibe of that one, was that, and I don't know how many people caught this, unless they were fucking horror nerds like me, was that one of the guys going through the Home Haunt was Rick fucking Baker. Because, like, he's in line to go in, and I was like, is that Rick Baker? So I was like, who's Rick Baker?
Yeah.
Like,
I knew the name. That was a special effect.
I like super... And then, like, there's one line where he's going through this dude's home haunt, and he goes and, like, points to, like, some special effect he with Ghost and Tombstone. That looks like shit, Keith. And I just, like, laughed my ass off. I'm like, that's awesome. It's awesome that they put, like, little Easter eggs in there for nerds like me. Because that was like, Rick Baker is criticizing your home haunt special effects. I'm like, that is fucking hilarious. And he, spoiler alert, he gets killed in a pretty awesome way too. So that's pretty cool. But I just thought that was so funny. And I was like, I wonder how many fucking people are gonna notice that. But yeah, it was, like I said, I didn't like it as much. I think probably, out of all, because if you didn't know, I did a huge mega review of all the ones that had come out. How many of them are there now? Is this the 6th one or the 7th one? I can't remember. But I did a mega review of like 5 of them. And then like when the newest one came out, which was what, VHS 94 or was VHS 85? I can't remember. Because I did one of them separate.
Oh.
Like I did a mega review of all of them that had come out.
Were in the mid-90s.
Yeah, well no, one of them was called VHS 94. One of them was called VHS 95. One of them was called VHS Viral. That was the only one I really didn't like. I just didn't like that one. Obviously some of the segments in all of them were better than others. But I don't know. Yeah, I did like this one. I didn't really like the first segment. With the mommy, and the babies and stuff. Like, it was okay, but I thought it was a little, you know what I mean? But the other ones were fun. I thought the wraparound was kind of funny, even though it was sort of, the wraparound with the Diet Phantasma or whatever it was. That was kind of, it was a little repetitive, but it was still kind of funny. Like, and I like that they had, like, kids blowing up and shit. That kind of made me laugh. They killed a lot of kids in this movie. Which I was like, you know what? Good for them. Good for them. But yeah, I might do a review of it one of these days. There's so many fucking movies. It's getting toward the end of the year already, and it's just kind of like, because like I said, when I was doing my review of Bring Her Back, which, I'm just going to tell you right now, is probably going to be, not probably, definitely going to be in my favorite movies of the year. It was so good. But, man, there's a lot I still need to see, though. I already kind of know what my top 5 is going to be, unless I see something like super way better. So if anybody has any recommendations for 2025 stuff, I've already got a list, like just from other channels that I watched, that I was like, oh man, that sounds like, oh, I got to see that too. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm going to have time to see all this stuff. Like I said, if I don't have time to do, because last year I saw so many good movies that I easily like picked out 20. And then sadly, like I saw a bunch after I'd done that video that's like, oh shit, I should have put that on the list too. You know what I mean? I just didn't get to it in time. So I don't know. I might just do a top 10 this year, but it depends. I might have more time to watch movies this year than last year. It's just I saw so many good ones. But I've seen a lot of good ones this year too. So I just haven't seen as many because I haven't had time because I've been like really busy. So that's all. Just had a lot more work than I did last year. That's why. Well, hello there said, ever try any shady gas station pills?
Gas station pills.
Well, what like sexual performance
What
kind
is
of
a
gas station pills?
We don't have those in our gas stations here. They get fucking sued out of a sick existence.
Well, I've never really looked for them, so I don't really know what's available.
Unless you're talking about the gas stations, depending on who fucking owns it, might have some shady shit like fucking potpourri on the side. Potpourri. Smoke that, and you'll eat another man's face off.
Sure. We're just calling it potpourri.
Yeah,
we're selling
bath
it here
salts
at the
is
counter.
another one, yeah.
It's potpourri.
Potpourri. But I think a lot of that stopped.
Yeah, I think everybody kind of got wise to that.
Yeah. That was coming in through China. China would bring in things that look like potpourri.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna
And
be a drug dealer, that's what you got to do,
Yeah,
man.
look
You
at
gotta,
potpourri, or look at bath salts.
gotta come in like sideways.
They would sell it as bath salts.
Yeah.
And all the fucking junkies knew that, oh yeah,
Put
bath
it in your
salt.
bathtub.
Yeah, we're going to put that in our bathtub. We're going to fucking potpourri. Yeah. It's not what it was,
Make
though.
our house smell good.
Laced with some kind of weird fucking synthetic drugs.
Yeah, well, I really have never. I have no desire to like. I don't even like to eat anything out of a gas station.
It's like selling the little roses in the glass tubes. Yeah, the little fucking 50-cent rose in the glass tube. You got a little rose, you crack that shit and turn it into a crack pipe.
It's a crack pipe.
Pipe.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In case you didn't know that.
In case you didn't know.
I kind of feel like everybody knows that.
Yeah.
But maybe not. Maybe people are still thinking, oh, it's just some nice little dollar gift or something.
Yeah.
No, that's a crack pipe is what that is.
It's a crack pipe. Yeah.
They also, remember, I don't think they've had these for a while, but remember how they used to have like the fake rose, but the rose was like a pair of red underwear, like kind of wrapped up to look like a rose. That was specifically for dudes that had forgotten it was Valentine's Day or whatever.
Yeah.
Or their anniversary or whatever the fuck. And that was like, oh shit, I stopped to get some gas. Oh man, my girlfriend's gonna be so mad at me because I forgot it was Valentine's Day. Here, I'll get her these red panties shaped like a rose. And then she punched him in the face and they broke up. Julia Pope says, I have an idea for a movie review. Since you covered the Diane Downs case, you should review Small Sacrifices. I actually wanted to watch it before we did the show. I just didn't have time. Like, Farrah Fawcett's in it. But that might be a good idea, actually. So I'm going to write that down because I do actually want to see it. We still have to do... Man. We still have to do that Kiefer Sutherland movie. That I think it's $1.99, like on YouTube. I was gonna do it last week, but then we found Dangerous Animals, so we did that instead because Brian sent us that. So that's what we ended up doing, which I think will also probably be in my top 10. I liked that movie a lot. DVD Dragon says, Cialis will give you a hell of a pump. Yeah, like which do you like better? Because you've done both, Viagra and Cialis.
What he's talking about, hell of a pump, is he's talking about bodybuilders use it.
Well, yeah, I know.
It's not just for sex. They use it to lift weights, and afterwards.
That's not the fun part of it, though.
Yeah, that's not really the fun part of it. But what Viagra and Cialis can do if you have a lot of muscle mass on you, after you fucking work out, you're fucking huge, man. Your upper body is just, you look fucking great, and you can look great for like fucking 12 hours. They'll do the same thing for your dick too. But it's just it has a reputation in the bodybuilding and fitness world of fucking being a really good pre-workout. You take caffeine, it's a good pre-workout, Viagra or Cialis, and if you're on test and steroids, fucking, you're gonna work out. Fucking, if you have a lot of muscle mass, when you're done with that session, man, you're gonna look fucking great for like 12 hours. Now, the difference between the two, they're both good. I think they're about the same. Cialis is a smaller pill. Viagra's a little bit bigger. The effects, I think, for me, they're about the same. But what I have noticed is that if you're doing one for a while and you switch to another, there's kind of like this weird bump you get from that. You're like, oh, okay, wow. You know what I mean?
Because if you start...
Because it's different. It's almost like it down-regulates.
Well, because what we found was that if you use one for a long enough time, like, it starts losing its effect, as most drugs will do over time. So you start kind of getting, like, immune to it a little bit. So
it down-regulates.
So it's good to kind of, like, change them up.
Right.
Like, jump from one to the other every few months or something like that, because it kind of keeps your body from getting used to it.
What down-regulation means is that you take it, it's still effective, it's not quite as effective as it used to be, so you might have to increase the dose. Well, you never want to increase the dose. There's always kind of like, why would you put your body through that? Would it be better is just change, go to another drug, and rest.
Which is slightly different.
That's a lot better to do that, because if you just increase the dose, that means it's more money. And then it will down-regulate more over time.
Yeah, so it's just a vicious cycle.
It's like a vicious cycle. Now, some people who don't have any experience with high-performance drugs, you'd say, well, what the hell will you need Viagra and Cialis for anyway? And I'll tell you what. And for the same reason why girls get fucking breast implants. Titties are titties. But fucking enhanced titties are never as good, really, as fucking natural titties. They're just... If you got big natural titties and then put fucking 1600cc fucking implants in there, they're going to look a lot better on camera. And they're going to be fucking bigger and fuller, and they're going to be like a controlled, known fucking means, and they last forever. You'll be old, and you'll still have those fucking huge-ass fucking perfectly round fucking big old juicy titties. Fucking Viagra and Cialis are like that. You will never have a fucking hard-on like you will have on those drugs. It's kind of like the male equivalent of fucking breast implants.
Except it's not permanent.
Now, some people think you take it and you just walk around with a hard-on all day. No.
No, that's not how it works.
Now, you take it, and when you become it's just normal. But then if you work out, you'll fucking get fucking real defined. And if when time comes, you know what I mean, if you get stimulated and shit, you'll fucking rock up, and it's amazing. And once that bitch is fucking rocked up, there's not much gonna fucking throw you off of it. Like, you could, if it's all natural, you can think sideways, or something might turn you off, or you might get distracted or something like that, and you might lose it. Not on fucking either one of those drugs. Now, there's another thing that's used a lot in porn. It's called Trimix. And Trimix is an injectable form of Cialis and Viagra. And then there's another one that's in there. All right, that I forgot what it was called. And they inject it. But they inject it directly into the dick. And they say that there's nothing like that. They say that it's...
And Tom's kind of like...
Yeah, but the thing is,
do you really want something injected into your
everybody that's fucked with it says that it's... Because, I know some people in the porn industry, but everybody that's fucked with it is just highly addictive. Because
I don't know if you want to go down that path. Like, it might be cool for a while, but then you're just kind of like,
it's like psychologically addictive, because you'll never feel as fucking big or as fucking hard as you will with that shit.
Yeah, so it might be kind of like a peak kind of thing, and then you're just like, afterwards, everything's like a disappointment.
Everything else is a disappointment.
Which is, you don't want to get into that kind of
those dudes
mindset.
are continually buying Trimix. And a lot of those guys in porn are on Trimix. And in gay porn, they're definitely on Trimix. Because most of the dudes doing gay porn are straight.
Yeah, so they kind of have to.
Yeah, and fucking Trimix is so strong you don't even have to be aroused. You know, you don't even have to be into what you're doing. And that's really what those guys are doing. You know, they're not even into it. They're just pretending. They're gay for pay. It's just, it's all an act. So in some cases, and they're always muscle men. They're only muscle dudes. That's really the big thing in the gay porn scene. If you're going to make money in porn as a guy, you got to do gay porn. Because the straight porn doesn't pay.
No.
And gays like real muscular guys. They like perfection. Dudes in general are visual. You know what I mean? And fucking their sexual arousal depends upon visual stimulation. And gays like in general, gays like fucking muscular guys. Once I got jacked, I always looked good. And then I started to get older. I started fucking losing it, and I says, man, I'm gonna have to fucking start getting jacked. So I went down the enhanced route, went on HRT, and then eventually started lacing the shit with fucking steroids and stuff. Once I got jacked, I was thinking at the time, man, a girl's gonna love this. This is gonna be great. Nah, it was the guys.
Nah, girls don't care.
Yeah. For every fucking one chick or that fucking looked at me and went, wow, I had like 10 gay dudes go, ah,
yeah.
You know, yeah.
That's the thing. The attention is almost 99% dudes.
Yeah, almost always.
And I don't know if that's just because everybody knows us and people don't want to step on my dick or whatever, but
it's part of it.
I think that might be part of it.
Another part of it,
women in general
are not aggressive.
Are not real. One, they're not super sexually aggressive. Usually, I mean, if there are, there's usually a reason. Women are not as physically stimulated as dudes are. It's usually like a whole cocktail of shit going on. Not just like physical shit, that's fine, but it's like not usually the main focus. So they wouldn't obsess over, I don't know, like I don't really, I think I've said this before, it's like I don't really notice other dudes, because like sometimes Tom will ask, well, is that dude bigger than me or something, and I'm just like, I don't fucking know, I didn't notice the dude, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'll notice like if the dude has a cool outfit, or like I said, if I notice anybody physically, it's going to be a chick. And it'd be just like, man, she's really rocking those pants or whatever the fuck. So it's going to be something like that. I'm not as focused on physical shit. And maybe that's hard for dudes to understand, but it's just not really something that crosses my mind most of the time.
Yeah.
So sometimes when I get asked, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't looking.
My friend Saab in Saudi Arabia is fucking listening. Okay, yeah, what's up, Saab? I was saying, if you come here, I can hook you up with some porn star. Give you some porn star experience. Hook him up with fucking Amy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But you know. Yeah, if you come here, you want the American experience, you want to go to the fucking club with us and shit, you know, we won't be here that long. Fucking, I know the right person to get a hold of. Yeah, she's a local porn star. Bizna
says you take Viagra after you nut, you can still keep going.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah, if the mission calls, you can just keep going.
Yeah, you can just keep going.
Which that I wasn't able to do that fucking past the age of maybe 18.
Yeah.
You know, fucking when I was real young, fucking I just keep going forever. But 18, 19, it starts to become a kind of old hat. But what I was saying is about the gays, fucking once I got jacked, every fucking jacked fucking gym bro that fucking I've befriended, you know what I mean, that I just met in clubs and shit, eventually comes out as being bi.
A lot of them are, yeah.
Yeah, Jen knows, she's witnessed it. They fucking send me messages about, I'm bi. So, okay, which, that's cool.
I don't meet a lot of bi dudes than, but a lot of the bi dudes that we know are bodybuilders.
Yeah. It's
I do know a couple that are not, but.
Not all bodybuilding type guys are that way. It's just that they're going to, the thing is that gay dudes a lot of them have pretty high standards.
They do.
So if it's a guy who has high standards and he's looking for a certain type of guy, he's gonna be in the gym, and he's gonna be looking for other guys that are like him. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
So you're gonna find something like that. Now, Do more dudes respond to you being jacked than women? Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
And it's because the dudes are more aggressive.
Probably like 10 to 1.
10 to 1. The dudes are aggressive. They see something, they're going to go for it. The women might see it and get intimidated. Like, oh, can't get
or
it.
Some of them might passingly be like, hey, that dude looks
but
good.
they're not
or
on a
something.
show.
But they're not going to say, why would you?
Right.
You don't know this dude.
You don't know the dude. So
he could punch you in the face. Like, you don't know. You know what I mean? It's like...
Right. So
it's a
like,
lot. There's a lot more to lose for a woman.
It's a different deal. So
you don't know that guy,
right? But even the biggest advantage for me was I feel a lot better. I fucking like it. So it's mostly just for me. Dealing with straight dudes is a lot easier. A lot easier. You just have, I don't know what it is. You have more pull with them. You say something and your word has weight. They're like, oh yeah.
Wow, that must be nice.
Yeah, it does. There's a big difference. Well, yeah, there's a big difference between non-jacked Tom saying something and jacked Tom saying something.
I mean, in general, dudes saying something, they always get listened to more than women saying something.
My response from law enforcement is totally different. I got pulled over on a bike, and fucking the dude's like, "Hey, you're an airborne?" Yeah, because I could see my fucking like and all of a sudden, don't worry, go ahead and go.
So you're fine.
Yeah. Just let me see your paperwork. Okay,
It's
go
like a pretty girl,
but
like the dude version.
Yeah. And I'm fucking talking to the cops, and they're all younger than me.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, man, you guys doing a good job, man. Fucking love that patrol car, man. What's your unit got? You got the fucking facial recognition? You got the plate recognition yet? No, I don't have that yet. Because, I have a law enforcement background. I trained a lot of cops.
Yeah.
Fucking, with some of the companies
so
that I
you
worked
knew their
with.
lingo.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're doing good, man. Fucking, this and that. Yeah. So, as long as I'm not overtly committing a crime, they don't fuck with me.
But you better not be.
Yeah. I could probably get fucking sent up for drunk driving. But I really keep that shit under control. I know where I'm going. I'm tactical when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie to him. Says,
and honestly,
you got me, man. I've been drinking.
And honestly, I usually keep him on the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
Because I'm like...
Yeah.
I'm navigating.
Right.
I usually do okay.
Yeah, don't come at me with... Some brothers might be coming at me. Oh, man, it's because you're white. No, it's not because I'm white. The cops will be black. Fucking half the cops here in my county are black. It doesn't matter. And what the difference is that a lot of them are ex-military.
So it's like simpatico.
Yeah, and I got fucking airborne tattoos going up, and I look good, and I'm old enough to be their fucking sergeant major. And I did the language.
It's automatic.
Totally different situation. Yeah. Totally different situation. Oh, you got yeah. And they pulled me over because they couldn't see my plate clearly, but they wanted an excuse to pull me over.
Yeah, I've been pulled over for that exact reason.
Couldn't see
in the middle of the night.
The angle isn't quite right. That kind of shit.
I don't like being pulled over by cops in the middle of the night.
They want to go through your paperwork. They want to go through your paperwork
because I'm a girl and I don't like that.
I keep my paperwork in order. My paperwork's in order. Yeah.
Rapists. So I'm just like.
Yeah, and you see, you can't sweat it because they're like, man, it's a badass bike. Yeah, thank you. But the thing is, they haven't noticed that it doesn't have any fucking mirrors. I don't have any mirrors. That's a violation. But they didn't notice. Yeah. Because the bike looks so cool. But this is Florida, so it's motorcycle heaven too.
Maybe they were just kind of like, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, they didn't have no mirrors.
Like I said, I do worry about him when he goes out.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna stop you from doing it because I know you like that. But I do worry every single time you go out. You know how I do.
I just like the fact that all the boomers are fucking checking out. They're all checking out of the motorcycle scene, and Harley Davidson is fucking starting to go down in flames. I think Harley's going to be sold. Sod knows what I'm talking about because he was listening to this other biker guy I fucking showed him. And I agree with him. Harley Davidson company isn't doing well. They made a lot of fucking bad decisions lately. Even though they made some pretty good motorcycles, it's just that's not what Harley Davidson is. And they're in bad trouble. I think somebody's going to buy it. They sold off the rights to the Harley Sportster to a Chinese company. And then they gave it to a fucking Italian company. They're making a thing called a Stormbreaker that looks fucking great. It's a Harley Sportster, though. And the Italians are making it with Chinese backing. They just... Man, and the thing is this dual disc front, and it's got a fucking GPS and computer fucking... The speedometer on its touch screen and everything. They're like, man, why didn't Harley do that? Because Harley's fucking cheap bastards. But that was the Sportster that fucking people were asking for. Fucking assholes.
But anyway.
They've done that before. People don't realize that the old Harley, I think it was the knucklehead or the panhead, they sold that to the Japanese. The Japanese made a copy of the Harley in the 50s.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't understand all this.
Back in the 40s,
all
the
this
late
crying
40s.
about stuff because it's just like they're not doing anything different than they did before.
Yeah, they were always doing that kind of stupid shit.
So calm down. You know what I mean? Get upset about like actual shit that's upsetting.
Well, that is actual shit when you're into motorcycles. Cause
yeah, I get it.
Because now,
but like I said,
at
look, I'm real into shit too. Like I'm really
Yeah.
into horror movies and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna like have a bitch fit about
See,
some shit happening with like, oh my god, like some horror movie, like they
Yeah.
didn't make something that I liked or someone. Who cares?
See,
I'm
I got two.
upset about that.
I got two Buells. Back when Buell was owned by Harley Davidson, he sold out of the same dealership. Fucking Buell XB. I got XB12 and XB9, and they're all fucking modified. Which that's a hot bike now. Okay, because they're becoming a lot more desirable because they're not around. But I've been wanting a fucking Harley. But I look at the big bikes, man. There's so many fucking baggers and shit. I'm like, man, I don't want a fucking bagger. My uncle fucking and my criminal side effect of the family tried to sell me a fucking Harley Softail for about $3,000, which that's not a bad price. But I'm in the middle of this fucking Yamaha RD 1970 build that I'm doing. And that shit's gonna be it's gonna be a badass fucking 2-stroke race bike. And I'm like, yeah, that's a cool bike. That's not exactly what I wanted. You know? I'd actually like the Sportster. But then you got some dudes that, why you want that? That's like a girl's bike. It was a better bike, if you ask me, for what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? So now I'm getting ready to throw Harley away in my mind and go for Indian. Because that Indian Scout's looking pretty fucking good. And then if you want air-cooled, you could go with the fucking Chief. And I think Indian might be the company. Because they're just so more progressive in terms of like forward-thinking. And they kind of have like a real American feel to them. But I'm in the middle of a build. I can't buy any of that shit. You know?
Don't do that. Just focus.
I gotta stay focused.
I have a hard time doing that too because I usually have like 40 things going on at once, like no exaggeration. And it's very, very hard for me to just like focus on like finish this thing and then get to the next thing and then finish that thing. It's just, I have a hard time doing that because I try to do like 5 things at once.
I'm gonna tell y'all something else.
Great.
Today I was just watching Billy Idol videos again. Fucking man crushing on old Billy Idol back in the fucking 80s. I'm looking at those videos. And in the White Wedding video, 2 things that fucking stand out. He's got a fucking pair of pants on there. They're like 501 jeans, but they're fucking vinyl. And the pattern on them, I thought it was alligator. It's not. It's leopard.
Yeah, I told you.
Matte and gloss.
Yeah.
Man, I want those fucking pants. I want to wear that shit to the fucking
He
club.
might have had them made specific. I'm not real sure.
I'm going to look up. Because
You could probably find something like that, though. That's not that weird.
You might be able to do that with a hot iron.
You probably
Something
could.
to make that pattern on there.
You probably could.
Because I got all kinds of vinyl pants. I saw that, and he shows up on a Kawasaki. It was like an 82 or an 83 Kawasaki Z1000 LTD, which was a shitty bike. You can get those things right now here in Florida used running for about $500. Thing is fucking you can turn them into a bobber that looks hot as shit. And it wasn't a bad bike. It was just a Kawasaki Z1000. It's just that the LTD model was kind of styled to look a little bit more like a Harley Davidson, but they really fucked the seat up. And the tail's not quite right. And man, watching that video is making me thinking, when I get done with this build, man, I'm going to try to find a fucking old LTD. Because that's like a jalopy now. But you know me, I could rebuild that. And I could update that shit. But what am I doing with all these motorcycles? Sell them?
I guess.
I'd like Billy Idol's motorcycle from fucking White Wedding. But I'm going to change the handlebars and make it look better. I'd like that one. It was a pretty fucking good bike. It'd be a good commuter today. You know, it's still a pretty quick bike.
Gilded Age says, what we were talking about before, Jenny's going to notice dude's shoes, while Tom's going to notice his Wang Chung.
No, I notice boots and shoes too. I notice everything.
Yeah,
I'm
and Tanya points out, usually I notice confidence and attitude more than looks. Yeah, same. It's like women in general, I'm not speaking for all women, obviously. Women in general tend to notice a dude's vibe more than what he looks like. DVD Dragon says, women don't care about big muscle. They like a slim, muscular swimmer type. 15% body fat or less, Michael Phelps type. I don't know if that's the case. Like I said, I don't really have a physical type.
Because I'm at 12%.
Like, I just kind of know it. Like I said, if I notice anybody, like, in a physical way, it's going to be a chick. Yeah. But it's like, if I notice a dude, I'm like, wow, that dude has a cool outfit, or that dude's a good dancer, or he has, like, just a general good vibe or something like that. That's kind of more what I notice. Like I said, I'm not a real physically oriented person, so I don't really notice a lot of that kind of stuff. I mostly notice their just kind of whole gestalt, like how it's all working together.
Women are more of a total package type thing.
Yeah. Like they're just their whole vibe. Right. How are they coming across?
There are stereotypes with dudes that are fucking jacked and big. That a lot of times what it is that they didn't really have much personality when they started, and they didn't really get much attention. So they got a gym, they got big, and then they go out, but that's all they have.
And I think a lot of women know that, so they perceive that a dude that looks like that they're not going to pay attention to you because they're going to be so into themselves and
that I don't think
and
that's
that too.
Case.
But I'm just saying that a lot of women think that.
That's not what's happening.
Think that. That they're just going to be they're just going to be in the gym all the time. Like, he's never going to have time for me, or he's going to be so into his own shit that he's not going to notice me, or something like that. Like, I kind of feel like a lot of women feel like that. And also that, like, you know, some of those dudes, like, tend to be kind of jerks, you know?
It depends on how they're dressed. And,
that too.
And how they're, and if they're already known. So, I'm not in that situation that what she's talking about.
Yeah, I'm just talking generally. I mean, we're in a very, like,
we're in a different
specific subculture, so I can't really talk generally.
Everybody I'm dealing with knew me from before.
Right.
Okay. It's different.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's different when you hang out with people that have known you for years and years.
Yeah, they know it for.
You're not going every week and, like, interacting with, like, complete strangers. You know what I mean? Like, we know all these people.
I do know that female friends that knew me from before and liked me seem, I could say, they're more impressed with it.
Well, you're also, it's not just that.
It's because of all the other stuff.
It's because you seem a lot more positive. You seem a lot more...
I've had some of them get kind of melty.
Yeah.
You know, you hug them and they're like... you know, but they knew me from before, but they weren't quite like that before.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are a little bit older. They're 30s, 40s, 50s. So you're not dealing with real young women.
Yeah, these are all, like...
They're older women.
Older.
They're mature. So what happens is a lot of them are single. A lot of them are noticing that guys my age are declining.
Yeah. Well,
so I'm doing the exact opposite. So all of a sudden you're like... You're attracting attention. See,
because that puts you in a different stratosphere, you know.
Right. So it's not
different
the same.
Strata, rather.
It's not the same as a 30-year-old guy who's jacked, basically hunting 20-year-olds.
Right.
That's a totally different situation.
Yeah, that's people that we don't know anybody like that.
We don't know them like that, right? Yeah.
We don't know anybody like
that.
Yeah,
and also just...
I wouldn't hang with people like that anyway, because they sound insufferable.
Me and Jen are a couple, and we're dressed fucking cool clothes, you know.
And everybody knows us.
And everybody knows us.
We've been together a long time. We've been around a long time.
Everybody knows that me and Jen are cool. Fucking, you know. And I think everybody knows that Jen is more of a threat than I am. Because Jen will grab a fucking pretty motherfucker and just start kissing her.
Okay. Yeah, not a dude.
That's cool as shit.
I've never done that to a dude.
Yeah, she never did it to a dude, but she did it to women.
It never occurs to me.
She's the predator. Okay.
I wouldn't put it that way.
But they're all girls that we know.
They're all girls to it. I don't do anything anybody doesn't want to do. Yeah. Okay?
They're all women that we know, and they're all our age.
I'm kind of like...
They're in our age group.
Yes, like, you know, drinking some, like, does kind of lower the inhibition.
She's a player.
But I haven't done anything to them that they didn't want done.
Yeah, no, they're like putty in your hand.
Because I'm kind of waiting for them to just like, hey, if they're going to make a move or something. Because sometimes Tom will try to force it. Hey, go over there and dance with her. Hey, go do... I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm just going to dance by here. I'll dance kind of by her. And then if she kind of comes over here, then maybe. But it's like, I'm not going to force it on anybody. I'm not going to do anything like that. Sometimes they come to me, you know? Just saying. But that's the only time I've ever done it. It literally does not ever occur to me to do that to a dude. Like I said, because honestly, the only dudes I ever noticed in there, which is maybe one or two, maybe not even two. I don't know. They are already in a couple, and I'm not an asshole, so like I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? It just doesn't occur to me. It doesn't occur to me to do it to another dude. You know what I mean? I'm just not like that. I know some chicks are, but I've never done that. Like, hey, I'm gonna steal this woman's man. Because I've known some chicks like that. They're not all like that. It's pretty rare. Because like I said, you know, take everything we say with a grain of salt, because we came up in the scene. We kind of known everybody a long time, and if you acted like that, then everyone's gonna know about it. And it was like, man, stay away from that person. They suck. You know what I mean? And you're gonna get kind of shunned. If you do that kind of crap with any kind of regularity. But I have known some women like that in my life. Not many. It's not that common, at least as far as women that I hung out with. But some women will absolutely try to take your man just because they can. They don't even want the dude. They just want him because you have him, and they want to get one over on you. But like I said, I don't really know it. I don't really hang out with people like that. So, but I know they're out there. And I've known a couple women like that, but not many.
No, okay, yeah. Fuck, what's his name? Count Orlock? He's saying, Tom, did you hear the Billy Idol, Tony Iommi song, Into the Night yet? No, somebody remind me, man, if you got me on Facebook or something, send me a link to that shit.
Because he'll forget.
I'll forget. I forgot all about that one.
Tony says, my type is good humor, confidence, and a nice butt. Nice butt helps.
Yeah.
Tom has a nice butt. He doesn't think he has a nice butt, but he does.
It's little.
That's what I like about it, though. It's perky.
Yeah.
I'm kind of into that. You know what I mean? But like I said, I noticed you, and I think I've said this before, I noticed you at first many, many years ago when I was still married and, you know, we hung out at iBar. I noticed you because you dressed really cool, which a lot of dudes do not, and you could dance.
Yeah.
And you knew all the songs, and everybody seemed to like you. Like, you seemed very gregarious and, like...
Yeah. I already had a lot of female friends.
And, like, and I heard through the grapevine, like, you had a lot of friends. You were still friends with your exes.
Yeah.
Nobody really said anything shitty about you, other than people that had other agendas.
Trying to fuck you, yeah.
Well, yeah, I can, you know, yeah, I experienced that. But
that was only a couple of guys.
That was just a couple guys did that. But yeah, I mean, nobody really said anything bad about you. So I was like, well, that's kind of a green flag, you know? Because...
Me and Jen fell in instantly.
Yeah.
And we were just friends first. We were dating other people. Me and Jen were like friends for like a year before we started dating.
Year and a half, maybe.
Maybe a year and a half.
It was a long time.
And then we were doing business together, fucking club business. And we were coming up with all kinds of ideas. That's when we met Jen and Dimitri, who they now run the scene, all of us together here in Orlando.
Yeah, they do a business.
We got the biggest
and Memento Mori still.
Hey, yeah.
Because we started Memento Mori
Yeah.
back at iBar. We were in the front bar of iBar, and Dimitri's like, man, we should start our own goth night.
Yeah,
maybe we could do it in here.
Brainstorming that shit.
Maybe
they couldn't get rid of us.
It's like Jenny could do the flyers, and I was just like, yeah, man, we're going to do this. And it's like, and it's still going.
Yeah, they couldn't get rid of us. We just kept going
and it's still going.
And moving and moving.
12 years later, 13 years later.
And they stuck to the golden rules I laid out. It has to be a good venue. It has to have good air conditioning. It has to have fucking a great flyer. Okay? Well, you cannot get involved with the fucking clients' businesses. In other words, you can't get involved in social... you can't steal other people's girlfriends. You can't get involved with the clients' fucking relationships. You can't kick out random people just because you want to date his girlfriend. There's all kinds of weird shit that happens.
Because, man,
in
DJs are bitches.
Yeah,
largely.
DJs will fucking ruin your business. If
Although,
they're not
I
right.
will say, I think the reason that Dimitri has gone so far...
Because he's married.
He's married.
He's married to a fucking real hot woman.
And he is not...
Yeah.
A creep, and he's a really nice dude. He doesn't make... There is absolutely no... I've never heard anybody say anything about it. Oh, he said something questionable. He never does. He's like just a super nice
I'm going to give you all the fucking skinny. All right? This just stays here between us and the internet. Dimitri has very good work ethics and personal ethics. and it's because his personality was founded in Greek Orthodox.
Yeah,
he's
Greek.
He's a Greek Orthodox. He's an American Greek Orthodox Christian. Yeah, he does fetish stuff. You know, I mean, they're not square.
No, not at all.
He's very honest.
They do fetish parties like all that.
Yeah, they do fetish parties. So he's very honest. And fucking, if he's got your back, he's got your fucking back.
Yeah.
He's not a bitch.
I would trust him completely with anything.
Yeah.
No hesitation. And I don't trust hardly anybody. So that's kind of a big deal for me to say that. But like he would not stab you in the back ever.
Yeah. Now I've fucking met Christians and shit that were fucking total backstabbers and fucking fake bitches, you know what I mean? That they'll use
a lot of them are.
They'll use Christianity as to get you to fucking lower your defenses so they can fuck you over. But I came up in a Christian military academy. I could see right through that.
The thing about Dimitri is that he doesn't tell anybody really.
Yeah, he doesn't wear it on his sleeve. He hides the fact that he
doesn't really talk about it.
Yeah, he hides the fact that he has a religious background.
Yeah, he doesn't talk about it.
No.
He doesn't use it as like a cudgel or anything like that. He's just a good dude.
Yeah, just a good dude. And he has an honor. He has a code.
Yeah.
It's a code. And, you know, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm a Christian mythicist. I don't believe in any of it.
No.
But I believe the stories have value, but it's just like fables.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And if some people need that, that's fine.
Like that's all I need.
I don't really need that, but you know.
I got a code very similar to his. It's more of a fucking warrior code, you know, from the army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, he's one of the very few people in the world that I would trust not to fuck me over.
Yeah.
He would not fuck anybody. He's just not like that.
Known the dude over 15 years.
Yeah, he's just not like that.
Rocks
He
out.
is just a legit good dude. And Jen is the same. And they've been married a long time.
Yeah.
They have a grown ass kid.
They got 2 grown ass kids.
Well, she had a kid
from a prior
marriage, and Dimitri raised her. But they have their own kid who is also grown, who actually works the door at Abyss, and Kat. And it's funny to think she's grown up now. I remember her coming to our house when she was like 12.
Yeah.
It's like, man, that was
giving her goth boots and shit.
And giving her all my boots that didn't, that I didn't wear anymore and stuff like that. Funny. But
she's running the door at the club now.
Yeah, her and her boyfriend.
Yeah.
So cute. But
I thought they were married. They're not married?
I don't know. I don't remember if they got married or not.
Okay.
Because she had a kid.
They have a kid with
they have a kid.
I thought they got married.
They're still very young. I think she's only 19 or something. But Jen was it was funny because she's kind of like, man, it's like, that kind of sucked that happened, that she got pregnant and everything so young. But she's like, man, I did the same thing, so I can't really complain. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like
she was like, no, they need to get it out of the way. That's what she
said. Well, that's what Jen said, yeah.
Because Jen just got it out of the way, is what he said.
Yeah, and like I said, her kids are grown now, and she still looks... She's a little bit younger than us. How old is she?
She's our age.
I think she's slightly younger than me.
Yeah.
She might be late 40s.
She's cute.
Maybe very early 50s. But like I said, you would never know by looking at her.
I'll find
So yeah, but she has 2 grown-ass kids, which is kind of funny. But the 2 of them are solid. They've been around forever. There has never been a whiff of scandal or any kind of anything. And I think that's one of the reasons why he keeps getting more nights, is just because there's no drama.
He's extremely stable, yeah.
There's no drama. He doesn't cause any drama. He's kind of like, his personality is kind of, I think this is why he's a horror nerd too.
That's who she's talking about. That's Jen.
That's Jen there.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what she looks like. Like
she looks exactly like that.
If you saw her in person, that's exactly what she looks like.
Yeah.
Because we see her in person all the time.
Yeah, she's about our age.
Yeah, I think she's slightly younger.
Yeah.
But not that. She might be late 40s. But I'm not really sure.
She's worked for the police department.
She did. She actually trains police dogs.
Yeah.
Is what she does.
Yeah.
She trains police dogs.
Those are kind of old photos, but she still looks exactly...
This is a new photo of her.
Yeah, like I said, she
looks exactly
with
the
one of
same.
the dogs, yeah.
Yep.
That might be their dog, actually.
Yeah.
They still have that dog, don't they?
I think so, yeah.
Last time we went to their house, I'm pretty sure they had that dog. I think it's the same one. But,
Okay, thanks, Todd. Todd sent me the fucking...
Yeah, he said on there that he sent
yeah,
that to me. Yeah.
All right. I gotta fucking save this if I can. Save it.
Yeah, Tiny said the same thing. It said, Jen, been there, done that, what I was talking about earlier. But women in general are more attractive to me with some exceptions. Yeah, same. Like I said, if I'm going to check anyone out, which I don't usually do that, it's just not my... when we go to the bar, I'm usually just kind of like, man, I'm going to drink, and it's like, and I'm listening to the music, and I'm talking to my friends, and I'm dancing and stuff like that. So I'm not really like checking people out. It's not really something that I've ever done. But if I'm going to do that, it's gonna be a chick. Like I said, it's not gonna be a dude. Unless he's dressed really cool, unless he danced really cool.
Yeah.
And everybody that I would notice, that is like that, I already know them. So it's just kind of like, it's very rare that you see some random motherfucker show up and he's like fabulous. You know what I mean? It just doesn't happen. You don't get a lot of randos at Barbarella.
No.
Because it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of the sort of place you have to go there on purpose. It's not like, you can't just like be walking down the street and be like, hey, what's this place? Because it's not in a place that there's walking traffic. You have to drive to it specifically.
You got to know where you're going to get there.
And you have to know where you're going.
Yeah.
So there's nothing else around there that's club-like in any way. So you have to drive to it. So everybody goes there on purpose, which is nice. Sometimes you get people from the axe trap end of it that are just holdovers from, they were there earlier in the night, like throwing axes and having dinner and whatever, because they do serve food there. And some of them are obnoxious, but not usually. Like I said, it's kind of a higher end crowd, and once all the weirdos start showing up, most of them seem to have enough situational awareness that they're just kind of like, oh, this isn't really our thing, or, oh, okay, this is cool, and they'll be pretty chill about it.
Yeah, some will stay.
Some do stay, but they're not usually obnoxious. Every now and then you get one that is, but it's unusual.
A lot of the ones that stay, they were kind of like millennials.
Yeah.
That kind of know about subcultures, and they this is a goth thing. Yeah, okay. They know.
Yeah,
what it
okay,
is.
and they'll just like vibe right in with it. They don't like try to call attention to themselves or do jock type shit.
Yeah.
Like the douchebags that mannequins do sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, I gotta pee.
All right.
I gotta pee, and also, while I'm up,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna get under.
All right. Oh man, what time is it now?
It's not late.
It's not late. It's still early.
Yeah, it's still early.
Okay. So Jenny got your girl. Yeah. Yeah, Jen. Jen does funny shit. She runs after fucking other dudes' girlfriends. She's running after Scott's little girl. Scott's girlfriend isn't really a girlfriend. He's Scott's married. But he's always showing up to the club with these escorts. It's always the same one. And the wife knows. She doesn't really care. They're kind of like, it's kind of like an open situation. She's like, yeah, you take him for a while. And the escort's married. And he's friends with the escort's wife. It's a weird situation. He goes, oh no, he's all right. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, you take her for a while. Just like these fucking weird people. And Scott is like, he's a jock. He's a jock that knows everything about the goth scene. He can fucking, but you look at him, you're like, why are you here? But he actually fucking knows all the lyrics, knows all the fucking, he's been hanging out for fucking 30 years. But you look at him, he's not really a goth. But he shows up for the fucking new wave nights and shit with his little fucking escort. And I was fucking dancing one time, and I turned around, and fucking Jen's just fucking slapping spit, just making out with this girl. And she's young. She's probably about 30, maybe. Late 20s, early 30s. She's got kids, but, she's old enough to have kids. And fucking Scott's livid. He's like, what the fuck? And I fucking grab him and says, no, man, no. And he's like, he's getting jealous. I says, no, man, leave him alone, man. He goes, oh, yeah, you think that's hot. Yeah, it's hot. She's not going to go nowhere with her, man. Fucking. And she was so funny. And fucking Jen's fucking looking at me, fucking winking and shit. She's going to steal the dude's fucking escort. But, fucking.
Are you talking about Scotty getting mad?
Yeah, Scott's escort girlfriend.
She's super cute though.
Yeah, and then we got a
and
contact.
She's super nice.
Yeah, she's nice. We got a contact
because she was just kind of like, hey.
She's like, when I'm off, I just need to hang out with you guys. I was like, yeah.
She's cool. I like her.
She's
I'm not being weird. I'm not trying to like steal her or nothing. It's like he's paying for it. He's married.
He got butthurt.
I thought he'd be into that.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't thinking about that when I did it. I just thought, man, this is a cool chick. You know? And she was into it. I didn't... Like I said, I don't do anything people want. I don't force myself on anybody or nothing like that. I would never do anything like that. If girls are receptive, then I will reciprocate. I don't really start anything. But, you know, like I said, if we're out there and we're dancing and you're just kind of like, yeah, you're into this and I'm into this too. And then if making out happens or something, it just happens. I didn't do that. I'm not forcing it on you. You know what I mean? So some of them get upset and they're just like, oh, I can't, you know, and stuff like that. I'm just like, that's cool. I don't get upset. I have scared a couple girls off. I will admit. But it's just funny because I don't really think of myself. I think Tom thinks of me as kind of predatory in that way, but I'm not. I'm really not. I'm not. It's just that, I don't know. Some girls like me. The girls that, you know, the women that we've known there for a long time, they know what I'm like. They know what we're like. So it's just kind of like some of them, you know, drinks happen and they kind of get a little wild. That's okay. And then later they're like, oh man, I can't. And I'm just like, man, that's cool. That's cool. Just whatever. Just call me if you want to if you want to continue. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to get upset about it. I'm not going to get upset. Like I said, when we were at Abyss last week, we were kind of laughing because Charisse was saying that
she was fucking laying it out. She was, I wish it was just us three here.
I was like, you're gonna get in big trouble. You know,
yeah, she's sitting in between us. She's sitting in between us, going like that. Go, yeah. She's a doll. She works.
I love her. She's awesome.
She works at.
She's been coming out forever.
I'm gonna call her, see if she's out tomorrow. I'll see if
she's our age.
Yeah, she works.
She's a nurse, and she's got a couple grown ass kids.
Yeah, she's a nurse.
She comes out almost every weekend. Yeah. You know, unless she's got something else.
She's itty bitty, little bitty.
Yeah, she's a little bitty tiny,
skinny
woman. She's super cool, and she's like a really good dancer.
Yeah.
And she just gets out there and fucking dances all. Her and Toby are really good friends. They hang out a lot because they're both. He's a nurse too, and they work at the same hospital. So it's like they hang out a lot, like even outside of the club. But yeah, man, she was laying it on thick. Well, Toby was laying it on thick at Abyss too.
Yeah.
Man, pretending to hump you.
Yeah.
Sticking his finger in your butt crack.
Yeah, that's who she's talking about. Sure. Yeah, I was taking a leak.
Like that.
I was taking a leak. Fucking, he walks behind me and fucking sticks his finger down. And fucking really smells it and shit. Walks out. The dude next to me what the fuck was that? I said that bitch, man. Fucking, and I came back.
That's Toby.
That's and I came back and I fucking.
It's all right.
That's Charisse.
Yeah. She comes out like I said, pretty much every week. She comes to Abyss too.
Yeah.
I think she was at Abyss on Friday.
I think she might actually have some videos of her dancing.
Maybe. She takes a lot of videos. She usually takes a lot of pictures. She's like the only... Oh, shit.
Okay, this is where we hang out. This is actually where we hang out. That's the club we're talking about.
Oh, yeah, that's Axe Trap.
That's Axe Trap. Yeah. Yeah, that's everybody.
Hey, there's Adrian.
Yeah, it looks like that just when it starts to get rolling. It can be a little. There's enough room to dance, but it's you know there's enough people. This is the new wave night. This is not the goth night.
Yeah,
this is new wave.
The goth night they do once a month.
Yeah,
and then they do Abyss also, but that's on Friday nights. This is a Saturday.
Yeah,
Saturday nights is new wave, but like I said, I kind of like the new wave nights better. It's just more fun.
Yeah,
the vibe is more fun.
Yeah, this is a real fun club. We have fun at this place. It's safe because you got to know about this place to get there.
Yeah, like I said, you can't just wander in.
Yeah, there's no foot traffic.
You have to drive to it. There's no.
Yeah.
So there's nothing around there that people would be like walking.
It used to be a strip club.
A long time ago.
A long time ago.
The booby trap.
It's called the booby trap. Now it's called the axe trap.
It had tits on the top.
Yeah.
It was iconic.
Yeah.
In Orlando back in the day.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it from I-4 when we were driving to Disney World when I was a child.
Yeah. Wait,
Seeing
hold
the
on,
big
was that
tits
her?
on the building. Where?
No.
That's
There's Toby.
Toby.
That's
That's
Toby right there.
Toby.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, there's Angel. Yeah.
That's John.
That's John.
He owns the place.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't own this.
He doesn't own the place, but he owns the night.
owned iBar,
He owns Ibar, yeah.
and he's the one that does the night. But John Gardner, yeah.
There's Charisse. And I think that's with her daughter.
I think that's her daughter. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's super cool. But yeah, like I said, all of us old people
Here's Charisse dancing.
have been going out forever.
Yeah.
There's her and that's Chris.
That's Chris. Yeah, it's Chris and Charisse.
That's pretty awesome. Chris is awesome too.
Yeah.
He's always got that kind of like Morrissey kind of
Yeah, he's like something out of Morrissey.
kind of retro thing going on.
Yeah.
Man bun. I'm into it. I like Chris. He's cool.
Yeah.
His girlfriend's name is also Jen. She's the one that always wears the glittery dresses and the high heeled shoes. Yeah. She's super nice also.
Let's go with Charisse. She's gonna do her little goth dance.
Oh, that
That's
the
Toby
night,
next to
that
her
was
on
the
the
night
right.
Toby had all white on.
Yeah, Toby
I
White.
remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, but she's probably about 50.
Yeah, she's like I said, she's our age.
She's our age, yeah.
She has grown ass kids and everything.
Yeah. Toby's older than me. I think he's almost 60.
He's 56? 57?
No, because I'm 57.
Like that.
He's older
No,
than
you're 56.
56. Okay, he's much older than me. I think he's 58, 59. I don't know who that was.
Yeah, who's that? Oh, wait, shit. Is that John?
Yeah.
Oh, man, he died.
Yeah, John died. The guy in black on the right.
Remember, like, he was missing.
Yeah, they couldn't find him.
Oh, man. I didn't expect that.
He died at the
That was a
fucking
bummer.
grocery store.
Target.
And they wouldn't tell anybody. Yeah.
Yeah, I was, like, looking at that.
Yeah.
Going, holy
She is
shit.
so cute. We gotta get that. Oh, look, remember them? That's that big old tall.
Oh,
yeah,
they
yeah,
go there all the time.
Been there forever.
I can't remember what their names are.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Will and...
There's Will, yeah.
There's Will and his wife.
Will, that's one of my army buddies, big black guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, everybody's there.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Okay.
there. That, like I said, that was probably a couple months ago, because...
Yeah, a couple months ago.
Because if John was in it, like, he died. Yeah, because remember everybody's freaking out because...
We were looking for him.
We were looking for him. Everybody's like... Because he was missing. He didn't show up at work and all this other kind of stuff. And
cops knew where he was.
People were freaking out, like, posting fucking missing posters all over Facebook. Like, where the fuck is he? Like, he didn't show up. And like I said, he just, like, he was our age. But he'd been going to the club, like, forever. And he was a really nice dude. And everybody knew him. So, like, the second he didn't show up at work... Like, everybody on Facebook was like, where the fuck did he go?
Yeah, the cops couldn't say anything because they had to notify next of kin.
Yeah.
So
we didn't find out until later
yeah.
that he had gone to Target and he had had a heart attack in Target. And they took him to the hospital and he died at the hospital, but they couldn't tell anybody until because his family didn't live here. They lived in another state. I think it was in Illinois or Indiana. I can't remember. One of the I states. And so they couldn't tell anybody. So everybody was flipping out in the meantime, being like, where the fuck is he? You know what I mean? Like, nobody knew where he was. And so then finally, like, they told us what happened. And I was just like, Jesus Christ. I couldn't believe I just talked to him. I had just talked to him, like, the week before. It was so fucking freaky. Yeah. And that's, like, not the first. I mean, obviously, our friend Kaylee died also very, very young.
Yeah. Yeah, and my boy's posting pictures of her. Because it's like the anniversary of her death. He's still loving it and so much in love with her.
Yeah, our friend Matt, a.k.a. Lil Swole.
Lil Swole fucking...
Was
he
like...
had such a huge fucking crush
he
on
did.
her.
They hung out together, like, all the time.
Yeah.
And, when she died, it really, really fucked him up. Well, and... his mom died at around the same time.
A little bit later, yeah. And I looked at it, man, when he told me his mom died, I was like, dude, don't fucking do anything stupid. I know that shit's hard. And he knew exactly what I was talking about.
He'd probably been thinking about it.
Yeah, it's just...
Poor guy.
He said, you got your dad to think about, and fucking you'll shake this shit off. Fucking it just happens. I said, it had nothing to do with you. It was just bad luck, man. That is really bad luck. He's like, yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with you, man. He's
well, like I said, our friend Kaylee was only fucking 34.
Yeah.
You don't expect a fucking 34-year-old to die of, like, ovarian cancer.
Especially a little bitty, like, fucking
Jesus
4'10", childlike.
We used to pick her up every week.
Yeah.
We used to take her to Venue 13.
Yeah.
We used to take her to iBar.
Yeah.
She lived in a little trailer park with her mom.
Yeah. She was a little Texican. She was a little Irish Mexican.
Little Mexican girlie.
Little Irish Mexican girl. Yeah.
Super fun.
Yeah.
Super cute. She always had her little cat ears on.
Yeah.
And we used to pick her. She didn't have a car. So we used to pick her up every single week and take her out. I couldn't fucking believe that when that happened. Like I said, we've had a couple friends that our friend Jen, not the same Jen that we showed you earlier, little blonde Jen, she died from a brain tumor and she was only like 28 or some shit like that. Holy crap. Because I remember we had like some pictures of her for like from Escape and stuff like that. I'm like, fucking crazy. That's what's weird is like you expect, you know, we're Gen X, so I kind of feel like, you know, you expect the requisite drug overdoses and stuff like that. We've had a couple of those. Our friend Mike died of a drug overdose. The guy that hosted Escape and shit like that. And you know, the old DJ at it's not Memento Mori, but it was the Goth Night at iBar, which used to be called Mitternacht. He died in a car wreck a couple years back. So we've had a couple of that happen. But weirdly, we've had a couple of people die in the scene that were like young and they died of like weird shit like cancer or like brain tumors or strokes or shit like that. Like when there was like no reason.
Yeah.
So
I gotta tell Mark, that's the guy that I put on Steroidify, that old dude. He fucking showed me, he made his payment and his payment's processing. He bought his shit. Good. Yeah, he's another old dude who went on HRT and he's fucking going, man, you look great. He's a big motherfucker though. Probably about 6'6".
that is a big deal.
Yeah, he improved quite a bit just on HRT. Now he's fucking going on the real shit.
Klaus, I seriously don't know my age. Is that true? I doubt that. I know how old I am. I remember. I don't remember when I was born, obviously, but I'm sure my mom will remind me.
Katie's still on Facebook too. Fucking, they're keeping her alive.
That was so fucking sad when that happened. I mean, we knew it was coming because we knew she'd been sick a long time.
Yeah.
But still, like I said, 34 years old. Jesus Christ.
That was Kaylee.
Yeah, and she looked like a child.
Looked like a child, yeah.
Because she was tiny.
Yeah.
Maybe 4'11", if that.
No, 4'10", maybe.
Yeah.
She was
tiny,
little bitty. Let's see. And she dressed like a cat. She had little cat ears on.
Yeah, and it's crazy to see like somebody that young.
Yeah, she was lesbian. She married that girl right there.
Yeah, that's her wife there.
Yeah, they didn't last long though.
I think they broke up and she moved away.
Yeah, she would date guys, but
she wasn't real enthused about it.
Yeah. But she was just like that. You'd take her everywhere, and she'd be in a little fucking hoodie and sit drinking out of her straw. She was like that all the time. And then she'd pull her phone out, and she was always looking like that. You'd look at her, and
That's exactly what... Like I said, she looks like a child, but she's not.
That's exactly how you'd remember her.
She's in her 30s.
She's in her 30s.
She's in her 30s.
And she's little bitty.
She's not a child.
Little bitty. Yeah, and she was always looking at her phone.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, we used to pick her up every week.
Yeah, drive her around.
Because she didn't have a car.
Before she got married.
Yeah. Yeah, then her wife did that, but like...
Yeah.
But we used to... But for years...
She'd go to the club looking like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what she looked like, just naturally. Let's see.
Crazy.
Yeah. Little Kaylee. And when she died, she was 60 pounds maybe. She looked like a little dog.
I saw...
That's little swole standing next to her.
I saw the pictures of her like when she was like not long before she died, and it's like, man.
Yeah.
She couldn't have weighed more than like fucking 50 or 60.
Yeah,
pounds.
she was so little.
Because she was so
Poor
small
thing.
to start with.
Yeah.
You know?
It was a tragedy.
Yeah, it's like, what
That
a
was
fucking,
another girl she was dating.
What a fucking thing to happen.
Remember she was going out with her?
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I had totally forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Girl. I don't see that girl around anymore.
That girl's probably got a boyfriend.
Probably.
She was a waitress at the Cracker Barrel.
That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of a long time ago now, so I've forgotten a lot of
Yeah,
it. but-
you'd see her and she'd be fucking sitting on the club like that. Hey, what you doing? Give me a drink. She was a mooch. She was a fucking mooch.
Aw,
We loved her though.
She was. Yeah.
Now
She
that,
never had any money.
Now that's Kaylee with my ex-girlfriend right there. That's Aleta.
That's Aleta, yeah.
Yeah, that's Aleta. That's my ex-girlfriend.
Also an awesome person.
Yeah. Yeah. Poor fucking Kaylee.
I forgot about that like Kaylee would always.
Yeah.
She never had any money.
Never had any dime money. She
So
didn't
you'd
need
always-
money. She was
you'd
too
always
pretty
have
for
to-
money.
You'd always have to pick her up, and then she'd always try to mooch drinks.
Yeah,
off
she was too
people.
cute for money. Tom, give me a drink. You want to drink? You had the money? No, I don't have money. I don't need money. She's like that, you know. She's like, I'm an educated. She would say shit like that, you know. I don't need money.
She would just like scam drinks off of people.
Yeah. Now that girl right there,
That's Tracy.
Tracy was one of the Mickey Mouses at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is married to Ernie, the guy that does the lights
at the club.
Barbarella.
Yeah. She's our age.
She's our age. She actually had breast cancer. She doesn't come
Yeah.
out as much.
Right.
She's in remission now. She's okay, but
That was the waitress girl that she was going out with.
yeah,
Kaylee
I
could pull.
remember.
She could pull hot girls. It's just that the only one that married her was the fat girl. Although that girl's now skinny.
she's not fat anymore.
She's not fat anymore. But yeah, it was her and her little girlfriend. That was a long time ago, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Kaylee.
It's a bummer.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's a bummer.
Tom, give me a drink. You want another? Man, I'm paying for you. Yeah, you give me a ride, you give me a drink too. She was not fucking shy about moochers. You're a fucking mooch. She said, yeah, I know I'm a mooch. You know.
It worked. She was cute. It
She was,
worked.
yeah, well, she would
so
go, well, I'm cute. She was like that. Okay.
She knew.
I give her a drink.
I mean, it's, like I said, she kind of had the same strategy that our cats have.
Yeah, exactly.
Where
Feed
it's
me.
like,
Give
yeah.
me some free shit.
And then, like, if you don't, here's
Yeah.
what Pookie does. If you don't give her a meat stick right away, she'll sit at the side of the bed and just look at you like this. With big eyes. And then she'll just, like, stare at you like, what? Why? Why are you being so mean to me? You know what I mean? Like that. And then finally you'll give in. And you'll be like, okay, fine. Have a meat stick. It was like that. So, the cats have figured out the same shit. Like, the same, like, fucking strategy for getting free stuff.
Yeah. She didn't have a job.
No, she did not.
No, she didn't have a job.
Well, I think she did for a little while.
And she quit him.
And she would
She
quit.
did a little job as like at a Walmart or a greeter at a fucking grocery store or something, and she didn't want to work. She just wanted to be taken care of.
I don't blame her. I don't want to
she's
fucking
like,
work
she
either,
would
but,
come
yeah.
out and say it. She would say that. She said, "I want."
Nobody
work.
wants to work. That's
Yeah.
why they call it work.
Yeah,
That's why they have to pay you to do it. If
Yeah.
it was enjoyable, you would do it for free.
Yeah, she was like, "I don't want to work."
You know?
Yeah,
So,
come pick me up.
just well, there got like I said, because we did it every week.
Yeah. Well, she lived near me at that time.
Yeah, it went. Yeah, it wasn't far. It wasn't.
She's
It
like,
wasn't
"Come
like
in,
out of the way or anything.
Yeah.
So she kind of came to expect it. So every
Yeah.
Friday night, because I think Visage or not Visage, but Venue 13
Yeah.
was Friday nights back then. So every Friday night she would call up and be like, "You guys pick me up," you know what I mean? And then we go get her at the trailer park.
Business listen or leaving. All right, bro.
And then we drop her off at the end of the night.
Going to another spectrum. All right.
Count Orlock says, Tom, I'll find out on Wednesday the results of my blood work for the testosterone levels.
Okay.
They took 5 vials of blood.
Yeah. You
But,
lost 6
oh,
pounds
goodness,
recently?
6
You
pounds,
lost
yeah.
6 pounds mysteriously, or you're on fucking a diet? Losing 6 pounds mysteriously. Well, it could be water retention. I don't know what you weigh. If you weigh a lot, a fat person could lose 6 pounds in a day just by pissing it out. Because you got places
Yeah,
to
6
put
pounds is not alarming.
it. Yeah.
Now, if you lost like 10 or 20 pounds in a week, then
Yeah.
you might want to like have that looked
So
into.
I don't know what your stats are. I just remember you telling me you were going to get your blood work done, and I remember you giving me like a kind of an advanced age, like 40s or 50s. That's advanced. It's going to be low. I already been through this shit. I fucking know everybody. All the gym bros been through this shit.
When you first
And
went
this
to
is
the
what's
T
gonna
clinic, yours was
157.
way low.
That's low. Okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is if you go to a testosterone clinic and say, yeah, that's low. Okay. Because you're old. Now, if you come back 157, 200, something like that, from a hospital, they're going to say, oh, that's normal for a man your age.
For a man your age.
Yeah, that's what they're going to say.
Well,
That's normal.
they just want to like treat whatever's wrong with you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
just
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like incidental.
Right. Here's the thing. I don't have normal testosterone levels. I don't have normal testosterone levels for a human. I have like 3 times what a human has. Okay? A fucking super alpha fucking male who's like 20. He might have 1,400 nanograms per deciliter of testosterone. I effectively usually have like fucking 36, 4,000. And it's not just test, it's, I'll be taking like 600 milligrams, 400 to 600 milligrams of testosterone, and then like another 400 to 600 of some kind of steroid on top of that, which is easier on you than test. But if you were to add all that shit up and what that would look like in your bloodstream, a lot. Okay? And it's because when you're old, it's going to take more of that shit to reverse all the damage from aging, to reverse the fucking the clock. You go back and look at me. I got over 10 years, almost 15 years of fucking video record on here. I got younger. Yeah, look at me 6 years ago, I look older. So I got younger. And I got better looking. Because fucking you start piling on fucking muscle and you stop fucking burning fat and shit starts working again. But it's not just that. I was taking other things too. I was taking fucking thyroid fucking stimulants, pituitary gland stimulants. But it's not that expensive. It's just the fact that the doctors are never going to give that to you. Not in the American system. They're not going to give that to you. In other countries, that would be over the counter. But here, it's controlled. They want to make money on things. They want you to be a diabetic because they make more money off that. All right. They don't make a lot of money off you being healthy. They see you as a disposable unit. You're just a widget. All right. The rich people are on this. Go look at Jeff Bezos. He's doing exactly what I'm doing. One of the richest men in the world. You think the doctor's doing that to him? No, he's got private doctors that can get him anything. If I can get anything, then I know that bitch can get anything, okay? And his girlfriend is a fucking fitness coach, so she's on shit too. All right? And then I'm sure they're getting blood work done. They can do all that, and he's probably fucking tip-top superhuman condition for his age. But no, and this is if you look at comic book heroes and shit, you know what I mean? They're talking about steroids a lot of times. Fucking, what's his name? Captain America and fucking the Goblin and fucking Bane and shit. They're, if with done right, you can fucking extend life and be very fucking vivacious for a long, long time until you die. I mean, an alligator can get to be over 100 years old, and it's just as vibrant at 100 years as it was when it was little. And it's because of their hormonal profiles, and the fact that they eat meat, and fucking their diet, They can live a long time.
Also, they're straight up evil.
With hormonal support, okay? Eventually they die, but they die strong. They don't look fucked up. Something kills them. Cancer is what would usually get you eventually.
Wouldn't it be funny if you saw like an old alligator, like with gray ass hair? Like they don't have any hair. I know what you meant, but you know what I mean. Like you saw some decrepit ass alligator, like walking around, like all fucking geriatric. Well, you don't see that because you don't see it in nature.
No,
maybe because it doesn't happen, or or the second that they start getting like a little bit weak, like
they die.
Something
kills them.
Something else kills them.
Yeah.
So that's why you don't see it.
You don't see it. But with things like alligators and fucking sharks, they don't have any natural predators that kill them What kills them is that they grow to a certain size and they can no longer make daily food requirements. They can't get the.
That's the thing.
They
You
can't
get that
kill
big.
enough. You get that big, you can't kill enough food a day.
Nope.
To
Can't maintain that.
So they slowly starve. And then once they start getting weak, they can't catch the food and they're constantly in a deficit and then they die. But if you were to feed them a lot, they'd probably get big and big and big. Because if you look at the fucking megalodon and all that fucking prehistoric shit, that shit got huge. I think it's the same animal. It's just that there was more food to eat back then. The fish were bigger. There was a lot more.
There wasn't as much competition.
Wasn't much competition.
There were no humans. There were no
humans. There were nothing to kill them, and the fish that they were eating were bigger. So they could, when they made a kill, it was more protein. But you see, they want you to have a very small carbon footprint. They don't want you to consume much, because if you were to consume a lot, the rich people at top might starve. They want you dead. They want the earth. They know what they're doing. They're alpha predators at the top of the fucking human food chain. They want you gone. They're going to replace you with a robot.
I'm going to stay around just out of spite. Because that's how I'm going to do.
Yeah. But no, if you were to do blood tests on me, I'm not within human range. I'd probably look more like a leopard. A leopard or a fucking lion or something. And I could beat ass on most teenagers. I see a teenager, it's like looking at a girl. You know, and I'm nearly 60. And dudes like me didn't exist 20 years ago. This is all technology. And I had to seek it out myself and learn it from people who had done it before me. Internet, man, they can't control information anymore. You know, they can't keep you stupid.
I don't know. Some people seem pretty good at.
Well, if you have a low IQ, you won't even be compelled to find out. Or if you have, if you have a lack of ambition or drives, you won't even find out. You won't care. Like, look at Scott. Scott's an intelligent guy. He doesn't give a shit.
No.
He doesn't give a shit.
Well, why would he?
He gets everything he needs because he has money.
He's got money.
But he's going to die like his friend died.
I mean, he's going
to die like his friend died. He's going to die of a heart attack.
He's got a fiance/wife, and then he can just pay for escorts, and his girlfriend/wife is okay with it. So why make the effort? Like, I understand, but I don't know. It is kind of a pain in the ass, but you do kind of have to keep raging against the dying of the light, I guess. But like I said, I kind of feel like I'm just going to stick around because of spite, you know? Because I kind of feel like maybe, like he was saying before, like, hey, 1%ers and shit like that, like, they want me dead. I'm just going to stay around then. I'm just going to stay around. They're going to have to come get me. Like, physically. And then we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's like, other than that, yeah, I'm just going to stay alive just to spite them. That's what I'm going to do. As long as I can. Let's see. Counterlock says, I'm 51. I drink more water these days. But I'm just trying to maintain my yoga practice and eating right. I feel better now that I lost 6 pounds. Yeah, I mean, I just turned 53. I've always drank a lot of water, like, my whole life, because that was just kind of what I liked. So I never got into the habit of, like, drinking soda or anything like that. I wasn't really into it. I do drink a lot of booze, but I didn't really start doing that till I was in my late 30s. So it's not like I had a whole lifetime of, like, alcoholism.
Yeah, what are they talking about?
But I don't know. Like I said, I kind of feel like I kind of got a little bit fucked, like, genetically, because as soon as I hit puberty at 11 or 12, I started getting fat. Like, immediately. And I didn't change anything. I just started getting fat. And I was just kind of like, well, okay, this is not great. You know what I mean? And it seemed like, and all my siblings are the same, and my mother's side of the family is the same. We basically, if you want to be thin, you have to, like, eat nothing. You have to eat, like, under 1,000 calories a day, which most doctors will tell you is not good. Like, you shouldn't do that. But that's the only way. Like, I lost 1,000 pounds, 100 pounds, almost 100 pounds, not long after I met you.
You starved yourself.
And how I did that was I ate almost nothing for 5 months.
Man.
Because I knew that was the only way that it was going to come off. I had tried everything else and nothing worked.
It took 5 months?
It took 5 months.
Damn.
And
It seemed like it was yesterday.
I mean, I did eat, but I ate very, very little.
Yeah.
Very little.
Yeah.
For 5 months, and it worked.
She actually didn't look as good. She lost too much pounds, too much weight.
I got too skinny.
She looked better when she gained a little more on.
I got too skinny.
She looks best at like about 130 pounds.
I think about 135 pounds is like my ideal weight. When I starved myself, I got down to 118.
Yeah.
And I was like pretty happy about it, but I think I started to look like a little bit sick.
You didn't have any fucking tone. You look great in clothes, but it was kind of like hanging off you. Not real bad, but
yeah, I had some
you
saggy
it wasn't-
skin
there
too.
wasn't
I don't really
a lot-
have that anymore.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of shape there. You look better at like 135.
But yeah, I think that's like kind of my
but that
135, 140. That's like
that was
my
before
ideal.
you started putting on muscle. So
Yeah.
you weigh a lot more now.
I do.
If it's muscle.
Well,
You
yeah, I
gained
started
some
working
muscle.
out like after that. I worked out a little back then, but not much. Like mostly it was just kind of like
You probably look good at like a muscular 160, 150.
well, that's probably about what I weigh. Honestly.
Yeah, but you could also do what I call fucking recomposition, where you're losing fat and gaining muscle simultaneously. Like for instance, I've lost weight. I used to weigh almost 195. I'm like at 180, around 180. Maybe a little bit less, maybe 178, so 179. And I'm like, man, I'm fucking losing all my muscle. Listen, I'm losing weight. Must be fucking looking little. No, I'm looking bigger. And it's just because things are getting more cut and more defined. I'm losing weight around the waist, so I'm starting to six pack starting to come in. So I probably would actually look good at I'm probably at about 10% body fat, maybe 11. I probably look really good at about 7, 8. Probably look a lot better. But we'll see. But I also want to put on a couple more pounds of muscle. Like I was at 8% and about 185. Probably look pretty good.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just
See,
kind of
I'm only
like
5'6", so I'm a little
yeah.
guy.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm little too.
180.
I'm only 5'2", so
If you weigh like 180, 185, and it's all muscle, you're fucking strong. And I already bench like 320.
well, like I said, and it's kind of easier too. Like for smaller dudes, you don't have to.
because there's not all that weight.
Yeah.
The smaller your frame is, the more of an advantage you have when you become an enhanced athlete on steroids. If you look at The Rock looked amazing, but he's a big dude. And he had to weigh over 300 pounds. Haven't really got straight what he actually weighed. But he weighed more than what a human really should weigh.
Because your heart
The
can
human-
only pump so much.
Yeah, the human heart can only... If you weighed 300 pounds of fat, that's easier on your heart than if you were 300 pounds of lean with a bunch of muscle.
Yeah, because it's denser.
It's a lot denser, and your heart is fucking... It's trying to pump, and it gets big and strong, but the valves are still cartilage. They can't get any bigger or stronger. They start fucking... They're under a lot of stress.
There's like, what are you
And you're
doing,
under a
bro?
lot of stress just sitting there fucking pumping blood through it. Imagine what it's like when you're trying to fucking do something. Physical exertion. It's just more stress. But when you're a smaller frame, you can achieve that look and not even break 200 pounds. So your heart is fucking can easily handle that. It's just that smaller guys like me don't get all the limelight. It's always big dudes like Arnold and fucking Rock and shit.
Well, yeah, 'cause
those are the
that's-
fucking open class
Well, it's
heavyweights.
like an outlier, and it's
Yeah.
just kind of like, yeah.
They're open class fucking super heavyweights. Those dudes are 350 pounds, probably. You know, they got dudes that are big, almost 400 fucking pounds. They're just not famous. They're only famous in the bodybuilder world. And I'm like, and they can't maintain that for long. It's just too hard on you.
Yeah, like I said, your body was not meant to maintain that
Yeah.
weight, whether it's fat or muscle.
But that huge 350-pound dude, 400-pound dude, I could probably achieve a look similar to that. And not really be that much over 200 pounds. I'd probably be at 230, 240. Which that's not that dangerous. Because my heart isn't that much. The cartilage of my heart is not that much weaker than theirs. It'd probably be the same.
Yeah.
And just that there haven't been many dudes before me doing this, especially at this age. Most dudes start this when they're teenagers, which really fucks you up.
Yeah, don't
Taking
do
all
that.
these hormones in your teenage years, and you're running hard for fucking another 30 years. By the time you're fucking 50, in your 50s, you're done. Okay? But I started in my 50s. I started in my late 40s, early 50s. So there's a lot of gas in the tank. You know what I mean? I haven't been under the influence of all these fucking, what's called fucking super physiological doses of fucking hormones. Because steroids are just hormones. Hormones that are fucking less stress on you. So these are the secrets on this channel. You will get the secrets that you're seeing in Hollywood and all these other guys. All those dudes were none of those dudes that you know in those fucking movies. Fucking those big, and even these super fit people, like even from fucking the Avengers or fucking Marvel comics. None of them are natural. None of them. Including little fucking Natalie Portman when she was playing female Thor. She's not natural. They were on shit. Either to get more slender.
They want a particular look. So.
They want a particular look. And you're going to have to go on shit and you're going to have to train to get that look. It's not as dangerous as people think it is as long as you're in pretty good shape when you do it. If you're obese when you start, yeah, that could be a problem. And the average person is obese here in the United States. So you can't just jump into that shit.
You have to kind of know what you're doing.
You have to
like
know
I
what
said,
you're
it's
doing.
probably better to have a doctor or somebody that knows what they're talking about, like guiding you through shit.
No, because a lot of times the doctors don't know. You want to go to somebody in sports medicine.
But yeah, that's what I
Yeah, they're not quite doctors a lot of times, but they're more like technicians. You don't want to jump on gear, especially heavy doses of it, if you're badly overweight. You're gonna fucking run yourself pretty hard, and you're not really in right condition. You want to start slowly and get in better and better shape slowly over a few years and get some fat off you, and then slowly and incrementally fucking because you got to give your body time to fucking transform
it's
and
the
to
only
adapt to what you're doing.
body you have. You can't like fuck it all up.
There was a great video of a dude who he went from basically nothing, he's Joe Blow, to just fucking amazing in 6 months. And people were like, God. And he fucking gave out what it was he took and everything. He was taking a lot of shit. 18 months later, the dude had died. And of course, the family withholds, the reasons why. Could have been many things. Dehydration could have got him. That's pretty common. If he was on diuretics and he's dancing and drinking and he's looking jacked for the fucking girls or whatever, that may have got him. I don't know. But there's also this fucking thing that people have to consider. If you go from just a normal dude to this amazing fucking specimen in a fucking 6 month period of time, there's a lot of unknowns there. I mean, how long does it take for your body to adapt to that new weight? And you had to grow all that tissue and then grow all the vascular system to supply the tissue. And really, is your heart good enough to fucking supply that? And can your lungs supply that? Because you've only been that way for the past 6 months and the transformation was quick. Did the rest of your body have time to strengthen itself to support all that? It's unknown. It's just dangerous to make any kind of dramatic, drastic physical change in you in a short period of time. Jen lost all that weight. Took her 5 months to lose it, and her heart was constantly racing.
Yeah, I had to go to the cardiologist.
Because the heart
I kept fainting.
her heart had been kind of programmed to fuel a bigger body that wasn't there anymore. So theoretically, it could have been the opposite. This dude's heart was just not really ready to fuel a body that size. And he might have fucking done something. He's feeling good, and he's feeling, yeah, and he's doing something real strenuous, and his heart is like, fuck, man, I ain't ready for this shit. Dude, you weigh fucking 235 pounds. It's all muscle. You're 5'4". Boom, and the heart just checks out. That could happen. And he could have got away with it maybe if he took 6 years to make the transformation instead of 6 months, because that was a more gradual change. That's just all I'm saying. There's too many unknowns. Any of these gym bros are going to tell you the truth. They're going to say, yeah, there's shit that's worked, but there's shit that's failed, and we think it's this, but there's no real proof. But in general, you don't want to get overweight, and you don't want you don't want your transformation to be drastic and fast. It's better if it's metered out and a little more slow. It took me to get 6 years where I'm at now. I wasn't in a hurry, So I feel good.
Man, you remember when I had to wear that fucking heart monitor?
Mm-hmm. It was wild. I knew what it was, though. I was like, it's because you lost all that weight. And they were, just making money
they
off
knew
me.
that too.
Yeah. I knew it'd be all right.
But they were kind of worried about it. And like I said, I did have weird heart palpitations, and I was passing out. I still kind of feel like passing out.
Well, what it was is your heart was...
not a daily basis, but several times a week.
You have a very strong heart. That's why your blood pressure is so low.
Yeah, I have very low blood pressure.
Because for a long time, you had more body weight. So your heart got strong during that point, fucking fueling that body. When it was gone, it was now easy to supply that. That's why it was racing. But I guarantee you, your heart's in pretty good damn condition now. Especially since you've gone on fucking some anabolics. Because anabolics repairs every muscle in your body, including your heart. Like I said, there's always trade-offs. There's always some shit that it could do, livers, whatever. But we keep the doses very kind of low, therapeutic kind of.
And I did go back on female hormones. I went back on estrogen and progesterone. But I scaled back the progesterone though.
Yeah, it made you too negative. And
I didn't really I was like, this is making me feel like I felt before I went through menopause, and nobody wants that. I just felt like even more anxious than usual and super depressed and stuff, which is how I felt
that other
before most of my life, and I was just kind of I don't want to feel like that.
That other gym bro that I knew immediately knew, because tell her to come down on the progesterone, and she did. And you feel better?
It is better.
Getting better.
Yeah,
it'll take a while.
I did take one today, but I've only been taking them every other day, or only 3 times a week.
I would do
Monday,
every Wednesday, Friday.
That's what I did.
And then
so I took one
Monday,
today,
Wednesday,
but
Friday.
I take estrogen every day.
Yeah, and if you still have that feeling, cut it down to 2 a week.
Yeah, I might. I'll see. I'll monitor.
Right.
I feel okay.
Yeah. The only thing it's doing is protecting the uterine lining from the.
Well,
but the thing is you're not on a shit ton of estrogen, so I don't really think there's a. I
no,
think
it's not much.
I think
it's
it's
just
overkill.
a maintenance dose.
Yeah, I think it's overkill. I think the progesterone's overkill.
I'm
going to talk to him more about it. He knows a lot about it.
It's just that, like I said, they do recommend, if you're on the estrogen every day, to also take the progesterone every day. But it's just kind of so I've been doing that, but I told him, I was like, man, I feel like I felt before,
well, I've also
really depressed, really anxious. I'm anxious anyway. I'm just kind of that, but it's way worse. And I was like, this is what I felt like before menopause, and I don't like it.
Yeah, that's what trend makes you feel like, because
and it's just and it's just kind of and I don't really like feeling that way. I thought that was gone.
Just
I was kind of happy about it being gone.
See how you feel next week on Monday, Wednesday, and if you don't feel that good, or if it feels better, just keep it like that. If you don't feel good, come drop one of them.
Yeah, I feel okay. I'm not.
Yeah. Right.
I think when I was taking it every day, it was getting bad. I was starting to get worried about it, and I was just kind of man, I feel really shitty. This is really not good.
I was thinking that, and fucking, I was talking to artificial intelligence. It was agreeing under your particular situation with your age and the fact that you're doing anabolics and other hormone supplements and stuff. It was thinking that
augmenting estrogen would be beneficial. In other words,
I'm not really having any problem with
but
that.
it was saying super physiological. It was saying like 3 pills a day.
Okay, that's a bit
That's
much.
strong. Okay, but the thing is that's not that strong, because it was saying that it would kind of partially mitigate the the effects of nandrolone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it would. There's always a risk that nandrolone could masculinize, and that would kind of be a little bit more like a mitigated. But we'll see. You know, you feel better.
I felt better on the man shit.
Yeah,
be
yeah.
honest
She likes,
with you.
yeah, she's like man steroids. Yeah.
I felt better on that because, like I said, I told you before. I've talked to other women about this shit.
I think it's
about you
progesterone.
being on tren
Yeah.
and how you said you felt this, that, way, and the other.
You
And I
felt
was
like a
just
woman.
like,
Like an
oh,
evil
like
woman.
we feel all the time. We
Yeah.
always feel like that. It sucks, right?
I've had a
it
lot
sucks,
of
right? Yeah.
I've had a shit ton of progesterone in my system.
That's my whole life,
from
baby.
Tren. So I know fucking women
That's
and
my
these
whole life.
weird things because
my whole life.
I would have
It blows.
hyper masculinization because Tren's 5 times the strength of testosterone in terms of like its androgenic abilities, but it gives you a shit ton of progesterone, and progesterone is kind of like something you get something from PMS.
Well, that's
And-
what's in a
and-
lot of birth control pills
Yeah,
too.
and fucking it makes you worry about all kinds of shit, and everybody hates you, and nothing you do is right, and
Yeah, like I said, I feel like that all the.
yeah.
I felt like that my entire life.
Yeah.
I was like, so now you understand.
But yeah, but it's not true. It's just a. It's
No,
just,
but we know
yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's
but
not
you
true.
can't help it.
Yeah.
That's just what you feel like,
Yeah.
and it's like intellectually, it's like that's not right. Like but still, like the feelings just keep
Well, come
persisting.
down. See how it goes, and if you don't feel any better, come down one more.
Yeah.
Because it said you should take the progesterone depending upon what you feel.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what it said.
Like I feel okay today. I took one
Okay.
this morning
Yeah.
at like 6 a.m. when I took all my other shit. But
It was there
I
was
feel
a
okay today, though.
with the progesterone there was leeway.
yeah.
It said if necessary, take this. If necessary, or if it's too much, then don't take it. That kind of shit. But it didn't give any exact meter. It was saying based on feelings,
Okay.
which is just like anything else because
Well,
all this
that's-
shit is based
okay,
on
that's
feelings.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it's just kind of like, honestly, going through menopause was kind of a relief. And honestly, I didn't really have a super, because I know some women that's like, it's a super, like, when they had their period or something like that, it was like a huge difference. I didn't really have that as much. But it's like, it feels so much better that you're not going through that crap
Yeah.
anymore. So it was like a lot better. And then like when he started doing like the more kind of masculine kind of hormones, like I actually felt a lot
She
better.
loved it. Yeah.
So when I started again, like on estrogens and progesterone
Yeah.
and stuff, I'm just like, oh man, I feel like crap again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I didn't want to
What's-
feel like this anymore.
What's funny is that my fucking levels, my test levels are fucking so high that fucking that other fucking bodybuilder says you need to take one of her estrogens fucking every now and then.
Yeah.
And fucking I took it and like yeah, I felt better
Yeah.
because men also have estrogen. It's just different.
Yeah.
just
It's
different.
not, like I said, it's not female hormone, male
Yeah.
hormone. We both have though.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
in
that's another
different.
thing. People associate estrogen with females and testosterone
No, men
with
have
males.
it too.
Both sexes have it. It's just
Yeah.
that they have
just
it
in
in different ratios.
Ratios. That's all.
And fucking estrogen does certain things. If you're on trend, your estrogen levels are very low, and it starts to damage your brain because estrogen fucking is neuroprotective.
Yeah.
And then you have all this progesterone, which makes you feel like shit.
It does.
So you look great though. You look real fucking lean and dry. You know what I mean? You're not retaining any water, and you just look like $1,000,000. You just feel like shit. And but it's weird. You feel like shit, and you feel like Superman at the same time. You feel like you could just fight anybody when you can. If you got the money, it's a weird positive and negative thing happening at the same time. It's like a love-hate relationship. I'm not going back on it. I didn't get anything out of it other than just weird feelings and shit. Fucking, I could have done the same thing with much safer
Yeah.
drugs.
Counterlog says, Jenny, I had to wear a heart monitor a few weeks ago. Not fun.
Yeah.
BP meds increased slightly, feeling better. Yeah, I wore one for, I think it was a week or 2 weeks. They did tell me that, because like I said, they were trying to figure out why I was fainting all the time. Like, I suspected why, and they suspected why. But they just wanted to make sure it wasn't anything worse, like some kind of blockage or something like that. So they put the heart monitor on me, and I wore it. I think it was 2 weeks. I can't remember. It was a while. I had a picture of it, like, a long time ago. Like, on my Facebook. I'm like, look at this bullshit. I look like Frankenstein's monster. So, but yeah, it was just, they did say, well, you have, like, your heart rate is not consistent, as in, when you breathe, it speeds up, and then it slows down again. They're like, so that's not great, but it does it all the time, so it's like it's probably not anything to worry about. You know, they didn't find anything super egregious. I had to do the whole, you know, where they put you on, I don't know if you've done this, but when you go to the cardiologist and they put you on the table and they have to tilt you backwards to see if you like pass out or whatever. So I had to do that. You know, but they was like, well, you're probably not going to die. Like, I don't know. I haven't been back since then. I don't have any insurance. I haven't had insurance for almost 10 years at this point. So it's like, I'm just kind of hoping nothing goes wrong because I can't afford to get anything seen to. But, you know, I feel okay, though. I mean, I mostly feel okay. And I don't know. Even if I don't feel that okay, I'm just kind of used to being like, wow, it's not that bad. It's like I said, even when I was a kid, like my parents, we were kind of poor, so they were just kind of like, well, we hope there's something wrong with you because we can't really afford to take you to the doctor. They did, but, you know, you had to kind of just be like, yeah, nothing's wrong, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, Counterlog said mine was 1 week. My fiance had to wear one earlier this year. Had a follow up and all looked good. Yeah, it's like mine was kind of ambiguous. Like I said, they were like, well, your heart rate is not consistent, which is not great. Like it speeds up and slows down and speeds up and slows down. But they weren't really sure what was causing that. You know. And like I said, I think around that time, I think that was around the time that I lost my insurance. So I never did go back for a follow-up, you know?
Fucking Little Swallow just sent me a fucking funny-ass fucking fake post. Fake breaking news. Marriage not as good as watching Predator, say most men.
You would probably say that.
He loves 80s action flicks.
Even though he's a lot younger than me.
Yeah, he's younger than us.
He didn't live through the 80s.
He didn't live through it.
But he's kind of
he
dresses the Terminator one Halloween.
Yeah, he has a nostalgic feelings for a time in which he never lived.
Yeah. There's a word for that in German. But
there's like a German word for that.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
There's a German word for everything, but I can't really remember what it is. Because I was like, oh my god, we need a word for that. Because it's a thing. They have one. We don't have one. I don't think. Do you think watching Predator is better than marriage?
No.
You better say that. No, I'm just kidding.
No, watching Predator is good, but I'd rather be married.
I mean, Predator is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Like, to be fair.
But I understand the sentiment.
I do understand that. But like I said, in a way...
It's cool. He's just saying it's cool.
In a way, that's very... like, boomer humor.
Yeah, it's humor.
Oh, this ball and chain.
Yeah.
I'd rather just be watching my action movies rather than having this
it's not
nagging Harridan.
It's not serious.
Making me, like, clean up after myself.
It's not serious.
And whatnot. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like maybe like that. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna get.
Hold on.
I'm gonna get.
Okay, go ahead. I was gonna ask Tim if he's coming out.
Oh, is that your?
That's my stereo buddy. See if he's coming out. Yeah,
Does
my stereo.
Well, wait, does he go to Barbarella?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember ever seeing it.
No, he's been there before.
Oh.
He's posted before.
Like I said, I never really noticed him. I don't
Yeah. Yeah, he's been there. Man. I'm about ready. Oh, he got it. Let's see if he's going. He's answering. Get my stereo buddy to fucking come fucking to the club with me. He's fucking big. I thought he was bigger than me. Jen goes, no, you guys are the same size. I'm going, man, that motherfucker looks huge, though. He goes, yeah, there's an event tomorrow, man. Yeah, there's an event tomorrow, man. You got fucking 80s night, man. That's the best night of the week. Talking about, he didn't know whether there was an event tomorrow at the Axe Trap.
I told you I didn't think.
Yeah, Barbarella's.
Every Saturday.
At the Axe Trap. Every fucking Saturday.
We go almost every Saturday.
That's actually the best fucking night of the week for dancing and shit.
It's
Everybody's
super
there.
Fun. Super fun.
Because there's an event, yeah. Oh shit, where's he at? That's where he's at.
Okay.
Where is that?
I
I don't recognize that place. That's a sports bar.
Yeah. I wouldn't know. For a second, I thought it was Mellow Mushroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, maybe a lot of people don't know about the 80s night.
He's been there because I've seen him post video there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember, but you know, I don't remember a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I don't know them, I don't really notice them as much. Counter Rolex said, I always thought Predator 2 was a really good sequel. What happened to Predator 2?
That was with Danny Glover. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I liked it when it came out, but I didn't like it as much as Predator 1 when it first came out. Retroactively, though, in retrospect, looking back on it, it was a pretty good
I mean, as sequels go.
sequel.
It was
But the
alright,
tone was very much like fucking, what's the name? The dude who did RoboCop. It's very much kind of like the Dutch guy,
Verhoeven.
Verhoeven, yeah.
Paul Verhoeven.
Yeah, it felt like he did it because it kind of had some zaniness to it sometimes. But it did have some real good shit that happened into it. Fucking Glover ended up fucking finding the alien spacecraft, and they had the other predators in there, and they gave him the pistol. So that was I thought it was pretty good. But really, later on, Predators came out when they were on the fucking alien hunting planet, the game preserve. That was much better.
I really liked.
I liked that one, even though the front man of that one. What was that fucking guy's name? Oh shit, that one actor.
Who, Adrian Brody?
Yeah, Adrian Brody. His voice was kind of doing the Batman voice through it, but
a tad. I always liked Adrian Brody though. I've seen him in a million things.
And I think a lot of people wanted a big fucking kind of Arnold type dude to be in there, but then it would have just.
I thought it was cool that they put him in there because he was kind of more known for like indie movies. Or,
I thought it was good.
You know.
And then fucking the 101st Airborne guy, fucking Fishburne. You know, and I'm from the 101st.
Lawrence
Fishburne. He was the one that got away. The dude was talking to his friend, his invisible friend and shit. He was in there. Oh, you found me, big dog. Fucking. And if y'all don't know that fucking Fishburne has a long history of war movies, he was a kid in Apocalypse Now.
That's right.
Remember Clean?
Yeah.
The little black dude on the fucking M60 on the back of the fucking boat? That's Lawrence Fishburne.
Yep.
And a lot of people don't recognize him. That little skinny kid. That's
well, yeah,
Fishburne.
he was little.
Yeah, he did a great job. That was a great movie. Fucking John Milius.
Yeah, we reviewed that a while back.
Yeah. Okay, I got a response from him.
Hey, Victor's here. Hey, I made it. At like 10:15 p.m. We're still doing okay. We're kind of drunk, but it's okay. It's Friday night. We're not going anyplace.
He says he's going to be at Arcade Apocalypse tomorrow to support Steve.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who that is.
But like I said, if it doesn't run late, like tell him to come to Barbarella after.
Yeah.
Shit didn't even start till like 9:30 or 10. Actually, and everybody doesn't even really get there until like 11 or midnight. Didn't really start picking up because we always get there early because you know what I mean. We always want to find a parking space because we're nerds, but like we're always like some of the first ones there. But it doesn't really pick up until 11:30, at least. Although last time we went, we didn't go last Saturday because we had gone out Friday night and we were too broke and tired. But the week before that, our friend Sophie is moving out of the country, and so she was having like a going away party, and everybody showed up early. So like we got there at like 9:20 or something like that, and it was full like already because everybody had showed up to like say. Although the weird thing about it is that she had that big party and everything like that, but then she was at Abyss like on the following Friday. We're like, I thought you left. Okay.
He says he's going to try to make it. He says he loves 80s night.
Okay, yeah. That's it.
And I said most of the goths will show up because he normally comes on goth night. I think he's been there though because I thought he posted some videos where he was in there.
Well, and the thing about it is that the 80s night, I mean, there's a lot of crossover because they play a lot of, you know, kind of post-punk, and they play a lot of shit that goths would like from that era. So, and like I said, I tend to like, because the thing about clubs, and this is going back to the fucking 90s even, and the early 2000s, is that a lot of quote-unquote goth clubs will play not really goth music. It's like a lot of it is EDM or industrial. It's like dance music, you know what I mean? Which I like, but I don't like as much as just like pure post-punk or whatever. Like they don't play a lot of like goth rock. Even new goth rock, they don't play any of that.
That's who I'm talking to. That's him. That's Tim.
So in a lot of ways, like you go out, like when we went to Abyss, for example, I did dance a lot. But you know, they're gonna play shit like he played like some kind of more 80s shit like earlier. Like, what did he play earlier? I think he played some Peter Murphy and Depeche Mode and stuff. But then like later on, it's gonna be like Project Pitchfork. He played like some older shit, like he played Skinny Puppy and stuff, and it's gonna be like who's Dasik? I think he played them. Shit like that, which I like some of that, but it's not as, I don't know.
He went to the 2000s.
Although here's the thing,
he was at iBar in the 2000s. He said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, he didn't know that iBar is now.
No.
There?
He went to both.
Oh,
He's been to
okay.
both. He says, "Yeah, I've been to that, and I've been back to iBar back in the 2000s."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I used to go to iBar back in the
Yeah.
2000s too. That's where I met Tom, actually. When iBar / Barbarella. Here's the thing. It used to be called Barbarella back in the old days when it first opened, back in the 80s. After the Jane Fonda movie. And the sci-fi movie. And so they called it that, and then after, I don't remember what year they changed the name, but they changed the name to Independent Bar, so it was Independent Bar or iBar for like a really long time. And then when he moved it back to, well, first he moved it to like the pickleball court, because like I said, he owned that building downtown. But after people, you know, had COVID and all this other kind of stuff, and it's just like it wasn't profitable anymore. So after 30 plus years, he sold it, and he's just like, I'm gonna do the night still, because he really likes doing that night. But I'm just gonna move it to another venue. So he moved it to like a pickleball court warehouse type situation that he owned. And it was there for like 2 years, and then he got in trouble with the cops because it wasn't zoned for it. Somebody narked on him. We don't know who. I have my suspicions of who it was. But yeah, so they were like, well, we'll give you 30 days. You have to move it someplace else. So then he ended up setting up a agreement with these people at the Axe Trap, or the Trap as they call it. And he's like, can I do Saturday nights? I think he does Friday nights there too sometimes. Like, I don't know if he does it every week, but he does Friday nights there too, which is like indie. Or I think for Halloween, they're doing like a disco Halloween. But like I said, we're going to Abyss on Halloween night, because they're having like a Halloween party. So, but everybody in Orlando that has been here for any length of time and has been in this scene for any length of time has been there at some point or another, and knows people that have been there. We know people that have been going to this night, wherever it was, for like 30 years. You know what I mean? And are still going. So it's kind of cool in a way. Like, you do get like younger people showing up and shit like that, but they pretty quickly learn kind of the, I wouldn't call it a hierarchy, but you know, the people that have been around a long time and, you know, people that are just showing up. So it's just funny because the cool thing about iBar when it was downtown, it used to be on the busiest corner in downtown Orlando. Like, that was where everybody went clubbing. Like, there was a lot of clubs along that strip, and, like, people would walk around and wander into bars and stuff. And so you'd get some walk-ins, but the cool thing about that place was, like, there was just a vibe to it. Like, you didn't get that many assholes, and they would just kind of accept everybody. Like, any kind of weirdo, like, would end up there at some point in the night. Whatever you were doing in downtown Orlando on Saturday night, you would end up at iBar. Everybody. You know what I mean? If you were a weirdo. Not normal people so much. They probably went to other places. But some normal people came there too. But most people were not assholes. There were some, though. Oh my goodness. Oscar asked if we had seen VHS Halloween yet. Yes, I watched it last night. It was pretty good. I think the last segment was my favorite. I didn't like it as much as VHS 85, but it was still pretty good. But like I said, I think the last one, what was it called? Home Haunt or whatever. I think that one was a good one. But the one about the candy demon, Fun Size, that one was good too. I didn't like the first one. The second one was okay too, but it was just kind of not that memorable. The one with the Spanish one with, like, all the people getting sucked up to the ceiling and stuff. Like, that one was okay. It was kind of hit or miss. I think, like, a lot of the VHS movies are. I might do a review of it. We'll see if I have the energy. I did do a review of Bring Her Back, which I will probably post this weekend sometime.
Tim's coming into the chat.
Okay.
Yeah,
if you guys are horror nerds, like I am, and if you didn't notice, please kindly go over to my Scare Salon channel, which is a different channel, and I did a whole ass video. I think it's about an hour and a half. So, comparing the book and the movie of Hell House / The Legend of Hell House, Richard Matheson novel, 1973 movie. And it's super exhaustive, and I had a really fun time doing it. So if that sounds like something you'd be into, like I said, I nerded out about it, and I'm trying to make Tom watch it. I don't know if he's going to watch
it. Yeah. No, I've watched some of your documentaries. They're good. I saw your History of Horror one. I liked it. The bitch was long.
Oh, you watched that?
Yeah, I watched it. It was
little. Yeah, it was like 2.5 hours. I had a good time doing it. That. Took me forever.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to get it right, you know? I love this shit, so I had to get it right. If you don't know, I did. And that's actually on this channel. I don't remember what playlist I put it in. But if you just do 13 o'clock History of Horror, it should come up. I'm pretty sure I put it on this channel and not my other one. But the Hell House one is on my other channel, which is called Scare Salon. I do a lot of book versus movie comparisons over there. I did one on We Have Always Lived in the Castle, the Shirley Jackson novel. I did one. Did I do a Burnt Offerings one? I can't remember. I might have. Ooh, I should do a Rosemary's Baby one. Oh, shit, I just thought of that. I have that book, too. I haven't read it in a while. Oh, I should totally do a Rosemary's Baby one. I really like the movie versus book comparisons. I don't know why. I need to get back to doing Night Gallery and Thriller and all that other stuff that I was doing on my other channel, because I'm slowly going through Night Gallery and Thriller with Boris Karloff over there, like one episode at a time, and it's taking forever. And I'm also doing a series called My Top 5 Favorite Horror Movies from Every Year Since I Was Born, and I just did 1985. I think that was the last one that I put up. So the next one I'm going to do is 1986. But I don't have that much time to do them, but I think I only post on that channel like maybe once or twice a month, sadly. Because I'm too busy doing shit over here and doing shit with my regular job. But I really like doing that kind of stuff. Whether anybody watches or not, I don't know. I guess I don't really care. I just like doing them.
No, they get hits. There's a counter on there. You not watching?
No.
You don't look at it?
No, because, well, I'm the kind of person that I just like to make shit.
Yeah.
I don't really care about how people react to it afterward, or if anybody watches it, or if anybody buys it, or whatever the fuck. It's just like, I'm just kind of glad I got it done. I got it out there in the world. If people want to watch it or read it or whatever relevant thing is, then that's cool. If not, that's cool too.
Okay, I'm gonna look for your history of horror.
All
History of
right.
horror, 21,000 views.
Is it really?
Yeah, a year ago,
Holy crap.
21,000. So
I worked so hard on
Yeah.
that.
21,000.
I had the fucking best time doing that.
Yeah, and you got a lot of fucking good.
I had the best time doing
So
that.
this is fantastic. Yeah, so worth the wait. Can't imagine how much work you did. Great documentary. Yeah, I don't know. You got rave reviews on it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, good video. Your mention of Ouija made me think of one of the classic from the 80s not mentioned, Witchboard.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
I used to love that movie back in the 80s.
so much fucking informative. Oh yeah, I love this. Phenomenal job.
You really watched that?
Yeah, it's a long time ago though. I mean, I don't know if I fell asleep during it though. I don't remember anything about it. I remember watching it, but I don't remember anything about it. I remember going, "Oh, this is really good." I think I might only watch part of it and maybe got
Because it's
pulled
long.
away. 'Cause
I
it's
mean,
long,
I
yeah.
will admit it is long.
Yeah.
I think it's like 2.5 hours. Maybe 3
Let
hours.
me see the most recent video. Most recent.
Like I said, my one about...
Oh, yeah, you got Crustle in there.
My one about Hell House is on my other channel. My Scare Salon channel. Where I do more... On that channel, I do... Like, on this channel, I still do, like, horror movie reviews, horror book reviews, like, periodically when I have time to do them. But on my Scare Salon channel, I tend to do, like, longer form stuff. I do a lot of book versus movie comparisons. I'm going through the Night Gallery series one episode at a time. I'm going through Boris Karloff's Thriller series one episode at a time. I'm doing, favorite horror movies from every year, one episode at a time. So I have like a bunch of stuff going on over there. But like I said, I don't have a lot of time to post on there. And shit, I have a true crime channel too. I haven't posted on there for like at least 2 months, and I really need to like put something on there. But I just haven't had time. I will get to it. I do put shit on my blog like every day, like true crime shit. But I just don't have time to do videos that much.
No, so you got 21,000 on that.
That's crazy. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I never look. Like I said, once I'm done with something, I'm just like, yay, I did it. And it's like, then I just move on to the next thing. I don't really care about... This is probably why I'm not that successful at shit, is just because I'm not a good marketer. I'm not a good... Because I don't really care, like, about the sales aspect of stuff, or... I just care about doing it and getting it done because I want to do it. And then once it's out there in the world, I'm just kind of like, okay, it's out there. I'm going to move on to the next thing. Bye. That's... I don't know. That's probably not the best attitude to have, but... That's why you're here.
Yeah, actually, I sell a lot of her shit back when we were fucking going to the...
Because sales shit does not interest me. At all.
Jen is not a very good flim-flam artist.
No, not at all.
She's like fucking... I'm a trained salesman and a fucking great...
I'm not good at
champion.
bullshitting. I'm not good at exaggerating. I'm just I'm a very honest, forthright person.
In advertising and marketing, you don't sell steak, you sell the sizzle.
I know.
That's
Well,
what
like I
it's
said,
called.
I'm a graphic designer, so
Everything-
I know that. But
Right.
it's just kind of like...
The thing is that wording, clickbait. Nowadays they call it clickbait. When we had that shit back in the day, it was called
yeah.
sizzle. Okay, that's the way a fucking tangible salesman would do it. That's before the internet. But clickbait, it actually works. The clickbait titles, people respond to it. Especially if it involves something like a question mark. Did that happen, Dead or alive? And the answer's always no. It's just
Yeah,
no.
anytime
Okay.
the title of a video or an article is "Did this happen?" the answer is always no.
No.
No. They're just getting you to click on it. That's all they're... And honestly, like I said, I've worked in advertising for 25 years. So I'm pretty aware of all the tricks. Because I have to use them in my own job.
Yeah.
So it's like, so it doesn't really work on me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I see an article that has this headline and is like, hey, click on that. I'm like, nah, no. I know what it's going to say.
Yeah.
I would make things like that. Like, I know what you're talking about. It's not exciting to me. So, you know. But that's what I mean. It's just like, I make all these videos. I made my History of Horror video. I made my Hell House video. And all the other shit that I make just because I wanted to. I didn't really... I'm not going to say I didn't care if anybody watched them. But I didn't really think about it.
Yeah,
I just made it because I wanted to make
it for yourself, yeah.
I made it because I wanted to make it.
Yeah.
If people watched it, cool. If they didn't watch it, cool.
That's
like,
actually,
I don't really care.
That's a good thing, though. That's how you do it. All the great shit is just made for the person who's making it. Really, a lot of times.
Yeah, I just had a good time making it.
The thing is, though, is that when somebody makes it for themselves, usually it misses. That's just any kind of art, a movie. If the director's making it for himself, he usually misses. But some of them directors are fucking good. They're making it for themselves, but they got good taste, and they have a lot in common with other people, so they like it too.
Well, so and sometimes it's not even them that... Yeah. I mean, maybe they know, like, an influential friend or something like that recommends it, and it's like, nothing happens in isolation.
Yeah.
So it's like, somebody makes something for themselves, whatever it is, like a movie or a song or whatever the fuck. And, like, they don't even care about selling it or anything, but if somebody else picks that up, then that's kind of like that person doing that. Because most creative people, at least in my experience, are not great salespeople. It's hard to sell your own shit.
Yeah, somebody got it right. Yeah, did you get one of these versus can I hand you a flyer? No.
Yeah.
Did you get one of these? Here's yours. Did you get yours? Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I know. Like I said,
it's called assuming the sale.
I've been in advertising for more than 2 decades, almost 3 decades at this point. So I know all the tricks.
Did you even look at the hat? Did the hat come out? Was the hat good?
I haven't looked at it yet.
You haven't looked at the
hat? I'm gonna do a whole dry run of the costume tomorrow and see how it looks. Because if I have to return something, then I'll have time to get another one. I don't know if the shit's gonna fit right. I'm doing, in case you are, you just got here. I got all my shit for my Halloween costume. I'm doing a gender swapped Alex DeLarge from Clockwork Orange. And so I got the hat. I got some white leggings. I already had the boots. I have like several boots I could wear. I can't decide which ones I'm going to do. I got a shirt. I'm going to make the eyeball cufflink things. I got to make those tomorrow or this weekend sometime when I look at the shirt and see how that goes. I did get a white corset. We're going to see how that goes with it. I know he didn't wear a corset, but we're going to see how it goes.
No, it's going to be gender swap. It's going to be sexy, Alex.
Yeah, sexy.
Look, it bent a little bit.
It'll be all right, though.
I got a heat gun if we need, and water and a heat gun might be.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. This is going to be good.
Yeah, that'll work.
Hey, it fits.
That'll work.
I was kind of afraid it would be like too big for my head.
That'll work.
No, it's good. All right. Oops. Yeah. Don't mess my hair up.
Okay.
And I got jockstrap. Oh, I need a cup to put in the jockstrap.
You gotta buy one.
Yeah, I gotta get that. That's okay. So that's the last thing. No, I don't have one. Yeah, I have the jockstrap.
Shouldn't be much.
And I have the suspenders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. I need to get a cup to put in the jockstrap.
And you got a jockstrap that's kind of like that one.
Yeah, it's like beige.
Yeah.
Because he had
some of the shape and everything.
Yeah. Well, I found it's as similar because so the ones they had in Clockwork Orange were just like not technically. I mean, they were kind of jockstraps, but they were kind of like it was a very thick waistband, and then it was like the dick part was just kind of like hanging. It didn't have the how a jockstrap has the straps like around your ass cheek.
It was just
didn't have that.
It was just a belt. Yeah.
It was just like so. Pretty much all I could find was like a jockstrap, which had the. But that's okay.
I don't think it was actually a jockstrap. It was.
I don't think so either.
It was something else. It was.
I think it was modified.
It was something that they made.
But I was just kind of like, well, I'm just gonna go with a standard jockstrap.
Nobody will know.
And like I said, it's not gonna be exactly like it.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be like I got a cane.
Well, you also have to remember that if you watch the movie, a lot of people dressed the way that they're dressed.
Sure.
In that white. The accessories that they were wearing were different. They had decorated it. I think it was something kind of like I said it before, I think it was a communist country.
Well, you know, you saw how all the older ladies all had different colored wigs on. Like, his mom had a purple wig, and it seemed like a lot of older ladies in that society, like, had blue wigs or purple wigs.
I think it was communist or post-communist, something like that. And I think those white outfits were like an issued workers' clothes.
Although all the gangs had different, because Billy Boy,
it was totally different,
and his
it was military,
looked different, than Alex and his.
But when they went in the milk bar, almost everybody in the milk bar was.
But see, that might have been. I kind of feel like that was other people of like that. They weren't in that gang, but that was kind of like everybody in that area kind of.
It was like that maybe.
That was kind of.
Might have been a regional style.
Sure, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And he didn't always look like that, because when that scene where he goes to the record store,
he dresses
like
up.
he was all like neo-Victorian, like he had like that velvet, like frock coat with like the collar, like with the lace and everything.
I just had a feeling it was like work clothes, but then they modified it for combat with fucking protectors and fucking a hat and fucking
it's gonna be
cane and. They dressed it up.
I'm not going to talk like him the whole night, though, because that would be really obnoxious.
No, just be yourself.
I'm sure people will ask me to, but I'm not going to. But like I said, we did rewatch it recently.
Yeah.
I've seen it a million times. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
No, it's Kubrick.
Yeah.
How you gonna fuck with Kubrick?
You can't.
He doesn't have a bad movie.
You can't fuck with Kubrick.
I haven't seen a bad Kubrick movie. And some people might say, well, fucking the Tom Cruise Kubrick. What was the name of it? Fucking Eyes Wide Shut. No, I think that was a good movie. I liked that movie.
I didn't like it when I saw it in the theater when it first came out.
You have to watch it a couple times.
I didn't like it at the time. It just in comparison with his other shit, because I was such a big fan, and I was just kind of like, this seems kind of like a step down or whatever. It was his last movie. I kind of appreciate it more.
I think it was true.
Now that there have been like many years since then, but
he was trying to tell people that fucking rich people are fucking freaky.
Well, everybody knows that.
But I think slavery and Epstein's Island and shit like that. I think that's what he was talking about. I think they actually
but like I said, it might have just been general, because that kind of shit's been going on.
Well, you notice the dude that was the master of all that. He had two sides. When he was in costume, it was, no, this is sexual slavery. We run this shit. But then when he wasn't in costume, no, it's just role playing. She's just a hooker. So I think what it was is it was what it was, but there were two different interpretations of what it was. Like in the evil, in the evil side of the people doing it, they're actually seeing these people as slaves, sex slaves, and that they're, but they tell everybody else, well, don't look at it that way. That's just a hooker. And probably both are true. I think that's what they were trying to say. But they were evil too. Remember that one girl says, you got to watch it. These people are dangerous. And they are. Because they had all that power. You know what I mean? There might have been prosecutors or fucking people that run prosecutors or fucking, whatever. They had the power of the law and criminality behind them at the same time. They could do whatever they wanted to you. So in a way, they were slaves. They were sex slaves. They, and I think she just died of an overdose, maybe. Remember? The one that died, that they tried to cover it up? The story was that she died of an overdose. I didn't see anything that fucking went against that. But maybe she didn't. And I think that's why the movie was... The whole thing was about sexual corruption.
Yeah.
The whole thing. And then you have fucking Tom Cruise who's playing a dude who's fucking jealous over something that his wife thought about.
Which is,
Like, wait.
She didn't even do that shit.
She just thought about it.
Like, how fucking square is this dude?
Yeah, and he went to a whole fetish party without her.
Well, okay. I think this is what kind of pissed me off about the whole... Well, I don't like Tom Cruise anyway. Like, he gives me...
I thought he was well cast.
He was well cast in this, because like I said, he's good at playing a douchebag, and he's kind of a douchebag in this.
He's not a good dude in that movie.
No, he's really not.
No.
And the fact that he gets so bent out of shape...
For what his wife thought about.
At something that his wife just told him, like, offhand. She's like, that she had this fantasy. She didn't even do anything. She didn't do anything.
She had a fantasy about the dude, yeah.
She was just like, for a second...
Yeah, I thought about fucking
that and just throwing my whole family away. Which, like, that's a fucked up thing to say to somebody. I'm not going to lie. Like, if you said that to me, I'd be upset about it. I can understand why he's upset, but I would not go on a whole odyssey of sexual exploration
Because she said that.
because she said that.
Yeah. Well, she
What
didn't
kind
do
of retarded person does that?
Well,
That's crazy.
That's a psychologically little dick motherfucker.
Yes.
Who's like
That's
fucking-
what I'm saying.
And I think that, but Kubrick knew that. That's what
Yeah,
he's, that's
I mean,
what he's
he's
trying.
not a good. I mean, he's not the hero.
No,
He's not the
No.
hero. Tom Cruise is not.
no. Well, what it was is that he was kind of like exposing the fact that Tom Cruise's character could not accept that his woman was a sexual being.
Yeah, exactly.
And that had
because the thing about it
fantasies.
was that he had fantasies like that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that was okay,
That was okay with
apparently.
him, right, yeah.
But it's like the fact that she just like, oh yeah, one time I had this fan, and then he
Yeah.
fucking flipped the hell
Yeah.
out and did shit in real life,
Yeah.
and she didn't do anything in real life.
And then there's other little side.
Crazy.
There's little side stories about. Remember the dude, the crooked dude who uses his underage daughter as bait to fucking use as leverage from bribery against the Japanese tourists that were fucking trying to. She's underage and they had to pay up. Yeah, he was just talking about sexual corruption.
Yeah,
The whole movie. I wouldn't mind seeing that again.
we should probably rewatch
I'll
it
watch
one
that
of
one
these days.
again,
Like I
yeah.
said, it kind of. I think when I saw it in the theater, it made me mad because I just wanted to punch him like the whole fucking time because it's kind of like. But I think Stanley Kubrick knew what he was doing because, like I said, Tom Cruise is not. He's not a good guy.
Not in the movie.
In the movie, no.
No.
He's not a good. He's the protagonist, ostensibly,
Well-
but he's not a good guy. You're not really meant to sympathize
the
with
joke
him.
is, I think what the joke was is that Tom Cruise actually for the masses was the good guy because he was a normie,
Yeah.
and the average person watching this shit's a normie. But a guy who's on the fucking a guy who's on, who fucking knows what's going on sees because no, this dude's a douche.
Because think
But-
about this
so
for a
they're all-
second.
So he was also taking a piss out of fucking mainstream people at the same time. That with your bullshit mainstream fucking sexual morals, you're actually full of shit.
Yeah.
It's, because that's why I want to see it again. Kubrick is a master at fucking with you,
Yeah.
and
I definitely think he was kind of making... I don't know if he was making fun of Tom Cruise. He kind of was, low-key.
Well, not personally Tom Cruise.
Not personally Tom Cruise, but
No,
the character that he was playing.
Yeah. He was saying this guy's a douche.
Yeah, he's not a good guy.
No,
He's not a
and
good
fucking the thing is, and then Kubrick knows that the average motherfucker in the audience is sympathizing with this dude. Oh,
Even though
don't-
he's an
he's an asshat. He's kind of an asshat. But I think the average
He's
dude
an
would.
asshole.
I think the average fucking normie kind of generic guy is like, oh
He's
yeah,
gonna relate.
I do the same thing. No, you would. That you're an ass. Fucking, you know what I mean? Your wife is a sexual being. She had some fantasies. You have fantasies
She's
all
a
the time.
person,
You went
just
out
like
and was
you
trying
are.
to fuck some chicks and fucking.
She didn't
and,
do that?
and she didn't do it, and you're fucking coming down on her.
She just told you the worst thing
She
she
just-
told you was like, oh,
Yeah.
I saw this random ass dude and I
I
thought for a
about just
second,
fucking that dude.
oh, I'm going to fuck that dude and I'm going to leave my family. But she
And
didn't do it.
He goes off.
She's thought about it for a second.
He goes off a fucking deep end.
And he like actually does shit.
Yeah. A player would be like, what do you look like? That motherfucker? Damn, you naughty girl.
That's what I mean. Bitch was repressed.
Because she didn't do it. Yeah.
She just thought about it
Yeah.
for a second.
Yeah.
And then he went
Some
off on
guys
a
might
whole
think-
fucking tangent.
Some guys might think of that as an aphrodisiac. You know what I mean? Fucking like, yeah, okay.
God damn.
You bad bitch.
Because
Okay. Yeah.
here's the, like, okay. So,
he was insecure.
yeah, well, I mean, if you've been in a relationship with somebody for a long time, like
Yeah.
we have, what people think about things, like, that's kind of relevant, it's kind of important and stuff like that. If people think some fucked up shit, yeah, you kind of want to know about that. But the thing about it is that thinking about stuff and acting on it are two completely different things.
Yeah.
Like I would be mad if you told me, "Hey, I thought this, that, and the other, and it was kind of fucked up about me or something like that." Yeah, I'd be mad about that. But if you didn't act on it, I mean, that would be a whole other level of mad.
Yeah.
But even in that case, I would not, in retaliation,
thing is, though, is that
go out and do shit. I wouldn't do that.
You're taking the shit out of context. That's not what Tom Cruise's character's wife was doing. It wasn't anything against him.
No.
It was just a fantasy of her and that dude outside of the relationship. And, but she snapped out of it.
She just thought of it for a second.
It was just a moment of human.
And the fact that was a big deal for him. Seeing her as a sexual being, and I guess he had never seen her like that before.
Because she's dirty. Or so I guess that's the way he's looking at it. She's a slut now. No, but the thing is all women do that all the time.
Of course,
all people do that, and it's different.
We're humans, just like y'all are.
Yeah. And that's human sexuality is kind of like a mechanistic. It's kind of like a machine. You're not in conscious control over everything. You're in conscious control of whether or not you pull a trigger on something.
Yeah,
like I'm gonna fuck this chick.
Like
that's on you.
Like shit.
Yeah.
Weird shit floats across your mind all the time.
Right. You're like, damn, look at that ass.
And sometimes you're just kind of like shit floats across your mind. Like, what the fuck did that come from?
Yeah.
Like, I don't. It's like weird.
It doesn't really mean.
But it doesn't necessarily mean.
Me and Jen will look at some chick, but say her, we look at her, yeah, she's hot. Yeah, just but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're not gonna do anything.
You're not gonna do anything. Yeah.
You're not gonna do anything.
You're just admiring. Jen might do something. But, out of respect, I'm not going to fucking do nothing, because it's not the same when you're a different sex of that person, and it just
like I said, I
wouldn't
wouldn't do anything without you or behind your back. I just don't do that kind of stuff.
Right. Now, the thing is that not only did Kubrick do that with sex in that movie, he also did that shit with the war and the military, because fucking, his handling of fucking Full Metal Jacket, I thought was fucking great. Me being an ex-army, a lot of that shit's fucking true with it. Although I wasn't in that kind of unit. That was like a propaganda unit that he was in that ended up going with a fucking infantry unit. And I think they were all Marines, if I remember correctly. They were Marines. I think they all were. Wasn't the infantry also Marines? That wasn't the army that he was with. I think it was with Marine.
I can't remember.
But it was, kind of like the institutionalized fakeness of imperial warfare, where you're in another country, you're not really directly protecting your own country, you're protecting the interests of some rich dudes, that may be in your country, they may not be in your country. And, you're fighting under kind of like false pretenses. You think it's real, it might be real, but no, it isn't. Vietnam wasn't real. They weren't there, and they weren't able to achieve anything. And that's just... And they just repeat it over and over again. Because the dudes that pull the trigger on that, they made money on it. They don't care if they win or not.
Well, it's not them getting shot up.
It's not them getting shot up. They're going to make a shit ton of money off the contracts, and they're going to
fucking... they care?
And then everybody in the news media is going to have a job. They can now talk. Now news is interesting. It's just there's a whole ecosystem behind that. And they're going to try to sell that to the soldiers and the people back at home that in some way this is fucking benefiting the American people. I mean, it doesn't. Other than maybe a paycheck for certain American peoples, but not all of them. It doesn't help the society. And then over time, it just kind of tarnished the image of the United States, because that's all it did. It never once really, in modern era, defended itself on its own soil from an invader. That hasn't happened. No one's going to invade the United States. That would be fruitless. They couldn't. Not that way. If you want to invade the United States, you do it surreptitiously. Just by replacement population. That's a replacement migration. That would work. But not militarily, because that's obviously an attack. You'll fight against it. And you'll get strong and rich fighting against it. So they just won't do that. And the American population is an armed population. Even the Japanese knew they couldn't have. They didn't have enough people to invade the United States with an army. It'd be suicide. And then they're talking about Europe doing that to, and Ukraine doing that to Russia. That's fucking suicide. You can't fucking fight the Russians on their own ground. Ridiculous. But Kubrick was the shit, man. Fucking all the movies that he made were great. Like The Shining. What else did he make? Fucking 2001: A Space Odyssey. That was great. 2001 fucking blew my mind when I was a kid. I couldn't understand it. I was like, what the fuck is that big obelisk thing? Why'd the computer do that? And then I saw 2010 and understood it more. But now that I'm older and know more about science, man, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, this is a fucking von Neumann probe. That's what this is.
a fucking self-replicating fucking probe, and over time, they can just fucking populate the entire fucking galaxy, and they're all just a big network, so they can all talk to each other. And they know everything everywhere, and they are fucking guiding fucking life, the creation of life on these planets. So eventually, this life could create more fucking living computers. What do they call it? AI. Yeah. The monolith was fucking artificial intelligence. Godlike artificial intelligence. So I just thought it was all just... Everything that dude made was a fucking masterpiece. Not a bad movie. And I think I've seen them all.
I think so too.
I think I've seen them all.
I saw Barry Lyndon, but it was a very long time ago.
I haven't seen that one.
Okay, so maybe we should review that one of these days.
What's that one about?
It's a period piece.
From where?
You would... I don't know if you'd like it or not.
It's an old movie that he made?
That was one of his earlier ones.
Early
Yeah.
movies?
I mean, I liked it. But
When's it taking place?
Ooh, I can't remember now.
You said it was a period piece.
Yeah, 18th century, 19th century. I can't remember. I remember
Everybody's
it was like
talking about
done by
Arezo
like
and
candlelight.
shit.
Counterlack says, weren't the jock straps in Clockwork Orange boxing jock straps but worn outside? They might have been. Like I said, I just got a regular jock strap. It was hard to find because the ones they have in the movie, they don't have the straps that go like under your butt cheeks. It's just kind of like a wide belt with like a thing, like a, you know, like a dick thing, like hanging in the front. That's pretty much all it was. And I couldn't really find anything like that for any kind of reasonable price. So I just got a regular ass jock strap. So mine has kind of, you know, just straps on the under the butt cheeks or whatever. But I still have to get a cup to go in, and I forgot about that. But I still have to get that. But that's the only thing. I think I got everything else. But I'll do a dry run tomorrow and see what it looks like. Because like I said, I'm not sure how it's going to look all together. You know, if stuff doesn't fit right, I'm going to have to return it and blah, blah, blah. So I wanted to, like, make sure that it all fit right before... So, in case I have to return something. And I still want to make my eyeball thing. Because I kind of feel like a lot of people that do the costume don't do the eyeball things. Some of them do.
They didn't notice them.
Well, here's the weird thing.
I've seen some that had it.
I was looking at the Reddit thread. And she was talking about making them... And some people were like, man, I've seen that movie like a million times and I never fucking noticed those. I feel like a lot of people didn't notice them. I didn't notice them until like much later. I've seen that movie probably at least like 30 times, at least. Maybe more. Because every time I watch it, like I have it almost memorized. So I've maybe seen it more times than that. But it's like I didn't really notice the eyeballs until pretty recently. And now I have a picture of them, so it's like, I'm going to make those. Hopefully they come out okay. But I don't know how I'm going to attach them to the shirt. I'm going to look at the shirt cuffs and see how that's going to go. But, you know. Victor says, I've never seen Eyes Wide Shut. It's on
You got to see that one. That's a good one.
Vanilla Sky, too. Yeah, we should probably do Vanilla Sky.
I think I saw that one.
That was a good film. It was remade as Open Your Eyes.
That wasn't Kubrick, was it?
No, but
I think that had Tom Cruise in it, didn't it?
Well, the remake did.
The remake did.
Vanilla Sky was, I think, a Spanish film, but like I said, I think they remade it as Open Your... If I'm remembering correctly, I think they remade it as Open Your Eyes, and I think that had Tom Cruise in it. But maybe he was in Vanilla Sky too. I can't really remember. You guys remind me. I'm too drunk to think of that right now. Let me see. Holy crap! I got way behind. Barbara Jones said Vanilla Sky was pretty good. Yeah, I remember it being good, but it's been a long time.
I remember the cover of it. I remember the movie poster, but I can't remember the movie.
Camp Guy said Taxi Driver and Vanilla Sky are the two movies I watched with my son while he was growing up.
Yeah, Taxi Driver's pretty good.
That's a little weird.
That's a good movie.
No judgment. Yeah, have we ever reviewed Taxi Driver?
I don't think so.
Oh shit, maybe we should.
It's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I really like Taxi. I'm gonna write that down. We have so many.
I forgot who directed that. That was Taxi Driver. That was not De Palma.
Was it Martin Scorsese?
Scorsese. Yeah.
I think it was Martin Scorsese. Joseph Green says Paths of Glory and Spartacus are other Kubrick movies.
No, right?
Yeah.
He did Spartacus?
Yeah.
What year did that come out?
I don't remember now.
I guess I haven't seen everything. I've seen all his famous movies.
Well, hello there says, I want to see Tom in a sexy nurse costume. I can't be the only one.
Yeah. No, man, I got a good fucking...
One of these years.
I got a good Bane costume coming this year.
Counterlock says, Jenny, Etsy has the eyeballs from Sellers. Yeah, I saw them. But, honestly, when I looked it up, I thought it'd be cheaper for me to make them.
Yeah.
Because I can get doll eyes. I got doll eyes for like $8. I got a glue gun for like $10.
Yeah.
And like some nail polish for like $3. So much easier. But I did see those though. But they weren't the ones he has in the movie. It's like it's not really a cufflink. It's almost like a patch. And his shirt is white, but the patch is like beige. And then the patch has like blood on it and then the eyeball sticking out. Yeah. So it's like big. It's like that. So I wanted something that looked more like that. The ones I saw on Etsy were not quite like that. They looked okay, but they didn't really look like the one in the movie.
How about you, Jen? I'm getting sleepy.
Are you?
Yeah, sleepy and hungry.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so Victor says, Open Your Eyes is the Spanish original, and the remake with Tom Cruise is Vanilla Sky. Okay, thank you very much for... I knew there was something like one of them was Spanish and one of them was...
I forgot what Vanilla Sky was about. I think I saw it a long time ago.
I did too, but I don't remember anything about it, to be honest with you. But I've seen so many movies over the years, I can't really remember all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Yeah, so... Man, I can't believe we haven't done Taxi Driver. That's crazy. All right, so I guess we're going to wrap it up for this evening. It's almost 11 o'clock where we are. I'm getting kind of hungry, too. What kind of food you got?
I got butter chicken down there, but I also have sandwiches. I think I might have fish sandwiches. I could do that.
Okay.
We'll see what I have.
All right. So we are going to wrap it up for this evening. Hopefully you guys had a good time hanging out with us tonight. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you, blah, for your super chats. I'm not drunk. What are you talking about? Yeah. So hopefully you guys have a good rest of your evening, whatever time it is where you are. And I hope you have a good weekend. We will see you guys again for the Monday movie review show. We will probably do the Kiefer Sutherland movie. Eyes of the Killer / After Alice, I think is called sometimes. But we'll see. Maybe something else might come up. As far as, because I know a couple of you have asked me about VHS Halloween, I probably will do a review of that maybe next week if I have time, because I did watch it. I did do a review of Bring Her Back, which is done, which will probably be put up sometime this weekend. But VHS Halloween, I'm going to try and get that review up next week sometime, because I did watch it last night, and it was, like, pretty good. So, we'll see how that goes. So, hopefully you guys had a good time tonight. I certainly did. Have a good weekend. We will see you guys again on Monday for the movie review. Good night.